if I see a... No. D&D. Barnak is here.
Nice. Well, I'm in a throne room, so that says enough about my my ego. Oh yeah, I did want to make one more note before we start.
You don't see Barnak behind me, right? Nope, you don't.
Nope.
Yep. There it is, though. Now you.
Oh yeah. You gotta lean a little bit to show his big nose.
Yeah.
That picture, man.
I'll get it next time. For next time, I'll get it like just in the corner, so that it's a picture in the corner of Barnak, and then it'll be much easier for me.
Fair enough. All right. So, you guys ready to begin?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, welcome aboard. Previously, the Ashen Hearts had descended deep under an island fortress and defeated some cultists. You took some prisoners as well, and after a night in said fortress, having come back up, you decided to return to your ship with your prisoners and continue on your journey to Postizia, where many quests await you. But of course, it was still about 5 or 6 days before you would actually arrive there with the help of Jean-Jacques' wind-making abilities. You returned to the ship and you found that there had been a bit of a scuffle there as well. Apparently some of these sea zombies that you'd been fighting had actually climbed aboard, and the crew had had to fend them off. Thankfully without casualties, but some of the crew were definitely hurt, and they were definitely drinking by the time that you returned to them. You spent the rest of the day sailing on towards Postizia, and then of course during the night, with the sails tucked in, taking it easy. Some of the crew on lookout. You rested. You drank. You talked. You rested, and prepared for the rest of your journey. However, the both of you were awakened in the middle of the night by the creaking of the ship. You thought you'd gotten used to it by now, but there was a particularly loud crack, or cracks even. And as you kind of wake up, you realize it's very dark around you, even darker than you're used to. There's no lanterns burning, there's no candles, there's nothing, no source of light. You can only see in your immediate vicinity, maybe 15 or 20 feet out. Behind you guys lies Jean-Jacques. You know that Cor was watching the prisoners, one set of cots over. And as you look around and you kind of wake up, you realize that there's a kind of uncomfortable, ethereal fog that is hanging in the air throughout the ship, it seems. And looking at Jean-Jacques, you see him kind of twisting and turning a little bit in his sleep. And there's sweat on his face. And he kind of mumbles a little bit, as if he's in pain. And he doesn't seem to be waking up. What would you like to do?
And we don't see Core, right?
You don't see Cor right now.
Okay. We both
I feel
woke
like
up.
I would have woken up with the start, and I would have looked around to see if anyone heard it. And I think I would have seen Barnak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both
Barnak.
woke up at the same time.
You noticed that too?
Whoa. Notice what?
The crack, the fog. Jacques having a bad dream.
Oh, right. I do notice it, but I thought I was dreaming.
If
Where
I
are
see
we?
it too, I don't think it's a dream. Or we could both be in the same dream land.
We could be, but I had too much to drink yesterday. Tahnee, are you real?
I think I am. I feel like I am.
Maybe I just pull my cheek. It feels real. What the hell is this? Where are we?
We're in the ship as far as I know.
Wait, hold on. Jean-Jacques will know this. Jean-Jacques? JJ? I turn around and he's sleeping, right?
He's sleeping very uncomfortably, and he doesn't react when you say his name.
Oh, bugger. Let me wake him up. Okay, JJ, come on. And I slap his face.
Okay. You go to slap his face, and you do. But he, first of all, does not wake up. Immediately, anyway. And second of all, you feel that he is very, very warm. In fact, his skin feels hot to the touch, like a fever. And he kind of groans. And you see him kind of open up one eye a little bit, and there's a brief moment of connection. Give it back. And then he just falls back into sleep again.
Give it back. What is this madman dreaming of? Give it back. Okay. Tahnee, I have no idea what's going on. Let's go find someone who's actually awake and can tell us what happened, because maybe Kor's here somewhere and maybe he can help us as well. Or maybe Barnak.
Okay. So in terms of movement, I would like you guys to, if you move your character in a particular direction, please, move them as far as you want, drop them, and I will tell you if there's anything that happens. So
Okay.
you step out, and indeed you do see Kor around the corner. He's kind of like, you only see the outline of his legs, like he's still in his armor. He takes his guard duty fairly seriously, but you hear similar kind of pained, feverish groans coming from him as well.
Oh, this'll require more ale tonight. Perfect. Great way to start my day. Tahnee, do you want to wake Kor? I think he's been hitting on me last time, so he's been looking at me intently. Don't know why.
Oh.
So maybe you should wake him up.
Okay. Oh, he's there. Okay. Stop there.
Yeah.
And so I go real close to him and poke his cheek like this.
Okay.
Kor?
Okay. So
Kor!
you feel the same thing. His skin is also very hot to the touch, like very dangerously hot. Also, standing up, the mist kind of swirls around you, and it seems to thicken in places. And Barnak, as Tahnee is waking up Kor, you look past her for a second, and for a moment you think that you see a shape rise up in the mist, and then just disappear again. Tahnee, you poke Kor on the cheek. You kind of, I need it. Give it back. But he does not wake up.
The hell?
What did Jean-Jacques say, Barnak? Do you remember?
He said something like, give it back.
Are they in the same dream?
Are
As
we
we
all in
are?
this? Is this like last time when we were in that dream thing?
Could be, but why are they not awake? Doesn't matter, we can solve this.
Let's find someone who's awake. Let's try and find just anyone. Anyone. Hello? Oi! Crewmates?
Coming around the corner is a dark shape, rising out of nothing, but this time not dissipating. It just kind of stands there like a Death Eater almost, but you can't see a face. Just kind of hangs in the air, breathing in very slowly.
That's not a crewmate.
Yeah, you're not. That's not who I was going for. Let's.
As you say that, it just moves back around the corner and disappears.
Tahnee, let's. No, what, Tahnee? Maybe you should just knock me out. Maybe you should just knock me out and I should sleep as well. That we just won the whole game, became gods, and transformed into mist itself. And now we're mystic.
Solve the
Mystics.
mystery, yay.
Okay. So yeah, that was annoying, but we're back.
Yeah, you can restart that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Your stream also went offline, everything.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there was no connection.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, where were we? You guys had just seen a shadow appear, and now I see you've moved back to Kor.
Yeah, we said you weren't there, right? So we said that we would like to take Core and place him near Jean-Jacques,
Okay.
just so that they're together.
Okay, so between the two of you, that's fairly easily doable. You hear more inaudible groans, like you don't really know what they're saying, but the two prisoners are also sleeping in their bedrolls and just uncomfortable.
Oh wait,
feverish.
these are the prisoners, right?
Yes.
Right. So let's Tahnee, let's move Jean-Jacques here actually, so the prisoners don't escape easily.
Oh,
That might be. And Jean-Jacques is lighter than this.
All right. So you
armor
drag Jean-Jacques over
Yeah.
here instead, and plop him down next to Core, who wasn't really occupying his own hammock in this case. All right.
Wait. Is this the crew? I look down.
Yes, indeed. You you move a little further, and so basically the way that this works, right, is let me drag over. The way that this works is kind of as you step forward, and with every step, it's like the mist kind of parts, and it just reveals new shapes. And sometimes those shapes are just in the mist, and they evaporate again. But in this case, indeed, out of the mist, you see forming the outline of Semicord, one of your crew members, who is currently lying in a hammock with one arm like over the side. He's actually clutching a dagger, but he's not moving, just kind of also feverish, in pain, uncomfortable.
Oh dear. Tahnee? Seems like you and I are the only ones awake.
Yeah.
Well, at least so far. Let's check on everyone else. Let's
Could they be having the
see.
same dream?
Well, they're also all muttering, but they're muttering, but I don't really hear everyone. But they might be. We might all be. Could this all be an illusion? But no, I already snapped Jean-Jacques. Well, slapped Jean-Jacques. It shouldn't be an illusion. Let's just go up the ship, go to the deck. Maybe we'll see if there's something making this mist.
Yeah. Great decision, leader. Yes. Lead the way.
Look, I actually don't know the way up deck, so you'll have to show.
You know that there are ladders that lead to the
Yeah.
main deck in the front of the ship.
In the front of the ship. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at this, Tahnee. Everyone's here.
As you guys are kind of looking around, maybe even doing a head count, at the same time you begin to hear very kind of muffled voices singing a jolly sea shanty above decks somewhere.
Your microphone quality is worse, just so you know.
Hold on, let me check. That's weird, because it's the same mic as always.
Then it might just be further away. Doesn't matter though. It might be.
Yeah, I don't know how I can have it closer than this. Is this better?
That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Would you
That's
like some
good.
ASMR?
No, it's fine.
No? Okay.
Okay, so we hear jolly shanties up deck.
Yes, up on the deck, a group of voices of
Do we
undetermined
recognize voices?
nature. No, not at this. Like, it's not. If you listen closer to the music, you can actually hear it a little bit in the background. But it seems that there is one voice kind of leading a little bit, and others are chiming in. But you do not recognize any singular voice out of them.
I see. Well, Tahnee, I mean, in for a penny, in for a guilder, in for a platinum piece.
Yeah, we are
Less-
rigged for a reason. Maybe our minds are too superior for
I
whatever's
think so,
causing
yeah.
this.
I think so, because I remember the last time when we had that dream together. I remember it vividly, and I remember that I did something really clever there.
I remember
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, of course. We'll tell the others that as well. So let's let's try and get to wherever. Well, let's get up there. Maybe that'll help.
Hmm.
The mist is very strange. Can you
Feel
see
like
it
I'm
following us?
swimming.
Yeah, it seems like it's following us. The mist is like just going. Oh, okay. There's a Tahnee. Remember it?
I try to go behind him. Like, try to go real down because he's...
Okay, you're hiding behind
smaller than me.
Barnak?
Tahnee, there's a shadow behind you.
Should I turn around? Should I punch it? What should I do?
It's up to
Why am I
you.
even scared? No, I shouldn't be scared.
Okay. It
Punch with your elbow.
it starts to reach out towards you, Tahnee. You see kind of an arm take shape in this blackness, and it tries to reach out. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to, like, okay, if the arm is here, I'm gonna try to poke the arm to see if my hand goes through.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if it's here.
As you get closer, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, oh. Okay. Can I do it on Roll20 or in my real dice?
You can do that either way. Either way is fine.
Do it for now.
Alright. As you try to, your hand just grows extremely cold, and you look at it, and your hand has like icicles and frost all over it. You take 4 points of cold damage.
Okay.
As you do so, the arm kind of retracts slowly into itself, and the shape just looks at you guys for a moment, and then kind of floats past and disappears into the mist again.
Did you see what happened? My hand is full of frost.
See
It
what
was cold.
happens. I see what happened. Let's get up deck, please, immediately, so we can jump ship if we need to.
Okay. So please feel free to move your characters where you wish to go.
Oh.
I'm doing the pings, by the way, so that my observer
Yeah.
camera also updates. Alright, so you guys start walking a little bit. Although you cannot quite see it, so hold there for a moment. You see the outline of something massive in the center of the cargo hold. Something... At first you think maybe it's a mast, but it seems larger and thicker and rougher than one of the masts on the ship. And for a second you think that even you can see like a sort of branch that's kind of hanging from it, quite low. You're not sure.
Tahnee, what's that?
I don't know. You know about ships. I don't.
Wait. What are we doing? Why don't we just get some light here? Well, because we're in a wooden ship and we don't want to burn it down. That's why. Good thinking, Barnak. Thank you, Barnak.
There are lanterns, although you haven't seen one. Like, there are a number of lanterns aboard the ship that you've used over the past few days as well. But anywhere in the sleeping areas where you checked on the rest of the crew, there were no lanterns to be seen. Lanterns, sorry.
Oh, darn it.
You don't have any fire magic, do you? Light magic? Any magic? Yes, you do.
I don't have any light magic, no.
Oh.
I
don't either.
Well, can you guard me for a moment?
What are you gonna do?
I'll try to find evil creatures around us.
Okay.
You know the Ledge King thing.
Okay.
Okay. I'll push my back against the wall.
Okay.
And I'll start. I'll try to concentrate on any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead, if there are any.
Okay. You start to focus, and you feel definitely a presence of undead.
Mm-hmm.
You also feel fae. You feel a confusing mixture of creatures. As you're focusing, Tahnee, you watch as almost immediately out of the shadows emerge two more these hooded figures. This time just kind of hovering close by. One seems a little taller than the other. And it's almost as if they're communicating with each other. You see one of the cloaked hoods kind of turn towards the other one. But there's no sound. There's no interaction. They just kind of stand there and then look at Barnak. And then look at you. And then look back to Barnak. And just kind of hang there.
I open my eyes and I'm like, so Tahnee, there are
Careful.
undead things.
I-
Hello.
You mean these?
Oi. Who are you?
I ready my hands in case I need to punch something.
Okay. Both of them at the same time almost. Like this one kind of glides to the other side, so it's between you and Barnak. And then both of them reach for Barnak and try to seemingly, like, with their arms that emerge out of nothing, they try to maybe grab or attack. You're not sure. How would you like to respond? They seem to be quite slow. It's like quite sluggish. It's not like they're moving in real time almost.
Mm-hmm.
So you have some time to respond. Strangely, what would you
I
like to
would
do?
like to, well, get out of their grasp.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw. And Tahnee, do you respond in any way?
Okay, so they're extending their hand.
Yeah.
Something. Okay. I'll extend my hand too in the same style to see
Towards
if
Barnak?
no towards the
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So I reach towards it too.
So the one that's closest to you that you do this to, well, first of all, Barnak just kind of darts out from under. Barnak, you can move 5 squares in any direction that you feel is safe.
Yeah.
As you do, Tahnee, it kind of stops for a moment, and then you are reaching out towards it, and it immediately its arm just turns towards you, and it tries to take a hold of you. Do you avoid it in any way?
Okay, so no. Whoa, I stand back.
Okay.
Like, no, don't grab me.
Okay. You see almost like what is a hand. It just kind of grasps at the air where your hand was, but very slowly. It's just, and then it just puts it back, floats over towards the other one, and they both just kind of stare at you guys for a bit longer, and then they just seem to fade into the wall.
Can you tell if these guys are evil or
They felt undead.
do they just want to go to
they are
Postizio with us?
undead. Well, maybe they're just things that, well, people that want to go with us and don't want to show their
Secret
face.
passage to
Let's-
Postizio? I don't know.
Let me see what that thing is, because there's something big around the mast. I just don't want to get any closer. Holy moly.
Just for reference, like the crates, they're stacked maybe Barnak high, That's about as high as that goes, but this seems to rise out of them and through the ship. You have no idea. Like it's broken part of the ship open and it's grown through that. But as you get a little closer, you do see it seems to be a tree that has grown in the middle of the ship, and it has kind of like a very grumpy old man sort of face, gnarly and thick with lines, and it's currently, the face's eyes are closed, and it seems like the top of its trunk is kind of sagging over a little bit, and you see that it kind of like tree-like arms are currently grasping a sword that is resting against its trunk near the ground. And that sword you recognize as Kor's great sword.
Okay, we both can see this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tahnee, I'm thinking of going with my idea and you knocking me out. Let me see what this thing is, though.
It continues to be
It's-
mostly just an apparition in the fog, of course.
Does it go through the ship?
A part of it, like that grows like
the
beyond its
floor.
head, seems to grow
No, through the floor.
Through the floor, you can't really see. There are still crates around,
Okay.
but you see like parts of a scattered crate, kind of just lying here, in the middle. So you see like splintered wood as well. So you have an idea that it's gone through the ship as well. But if it is indeed as large as it seems, then how is the ship not sinking? Or maybe you are sinking slowly. You're not sure. In any case, as you guys are standing at this distance, and you have spoken, without particular regard, you see one of the eyes kind of peep open a little bit, and it seems to kind of have a golden glow that you can see through the mist, and that strange eye is just kind of roving in your direction, kind of looking for whatever the source of that sound was. Do you guys try to avoid its gaze?
I kneel down to like Barnak's eyes again,
Okay.
but otherwise
I'll-
stay there.
I won't try to avoid its gaze. I'll even go forward and speak up. Hello?
Okay. Tahnee, but you were trying to hide, right? Because like Barnak's eyes, you could hide behind the crates and stuff. So please roll a stealth check there.
Ooh. Natural 10.
You are as stealthy as you get.
Let me see here. Barnak, does a 19 hit you?
Does it?
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, yes.
All right. So as you approach and you raise your voice, one of its branches seems to kind of whip down, almost like a much more flexible type of branch than it should be. And you take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as it just smashes you into the ground immediately.
Okay.
How do you respond?
That hurt. I'm going to try to move away.
Okay.
That hurt. Bloody bastard. Did you say
I was gonna scream his name like
Yeah.
when I saw, but I remembered I had to.
It's actually probably that slight just sputter of sound that seems to distract the entity enough that the next swing that comes goes over Barnak's head just as you move out of range. And then as soon as you move out of range, the eye closes and it goes back to sleep.
Darn it, that completely blocked my view. Oh, that hurt. That hurt, Tahnee. Okay. Tahnee, let's go up. Let's just go up. I don't care about the tree. I'll set it ablaze later. But let's just go up.
Yeah, I'll go out of my hiding. He didn't want to talk. That was mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barnak, you feel like the side of your face kind of start to swell up.
Yeah.
It seems that you took a particularly hard hit there.
Yeah.
Alright, as you guys start to move forward slowly, carefully avoiding the gaze of the tree, you start to hear some chattering up ahead. And you can't quite see around that corner yet, but you hear kind of rough voices speaking to each other quietly, laughing. You hear the clinking of flagons of ale against each other. What do you do?
Is the rest of the crew having a party without us? Are they drinking without us?
They might be. And if they are, I will be the end of them. But wait, no, we've seen the rest of the crew down there. Wait. Someone's on our ship. I paid for this ship.
This is
Oh,
our
there.
ship, yeah.
This is our ship. Let's go, Tahnee. Let's kill them. Let's kill whoever this is.
And we
Let's
gotta
go-
go back
let's go.
for the tree later.
Yeah, let's go slowly though. Let's not let them in that we're awake. Let's quickly go. But
Okay.
slowly.
So, you want to try to sneak up towards the ladder?
Yes.
Okay, make a stealth check. Tahnee
Make
as
a
well.
stealth check.
Okay. Let's see. Let me really quickly pull something up. Okay. And this one. Okay. You guys managed to start sneaking and you get to the ladder safely, where you can move up towards the main deck. As you move through, go ahead and move your token towards the ladder, and you can see what you see.
Is the ladder up ahead?
The ladder's to the right there.
Oh, yeah. Ah!
You see sitting at a table, oops, two skeletons, currently with cards in their hands, and a man who is distinctly undead, like the flesh is kind of rotting away. Kind of looks like someone you think you should know, but you just can't remember who. Is just sitting there, kind of hunched over a little bit, and is currently dealing. It seems that they're playing blackjack.
Do they see us?
They do not seem to notice you as you sneak up to the ladder.
Yeah, let's go up the ladder.
Alright. Alright, let me move you guys. And you will arrive here. And there you go. You arrive at the loading area where the ladder comes up. You push out one of the grates and emerge onto the deck. And you hear, strangely, like kind of above you, towards the front of the ship, you hear kind of chattering as well, but much more familiar. Two voices seem almost, I don't, to us human, but of one of the races that are aboard your ship. They seem to be having a quiet conversation, but you can't overhear what it is. You also hear the singing a little again, but this time it is to the back of the ship, seemingly near the rudder. How would you like to proceed?
I think I recognize the the voices seem more recognizable, Tahnee. Should we go see who those are at the front of the ship?
Yeah.
Listen, I have an idea. I'll cast a spell and we'll be a bit more stealthy. So that we can be as stealthy as we should be, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's do that. And I'll start my incantation and
Okay.
cast Pass Without Trace.
Alright. As you do, emerging from the shadows, as you're busy incanting, emerging from the shadows is again one of these ghosts, shapes, actual shadows. The mist still swirls around you. You cannot even see the edge of the ship at this point. But as you incant, Tahnee, this one reaches out to you more quickly. I need you to make an athletics check, as it seems to try to grapple you.
Yeah, I'll definitely get away. Try to.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
You feel cold fingers grab your arm for a moment before you rip away, and it kind of almost comically seems to float backwards as if it's offended or confused, and then it just disappears into the mist.
They're trying to grab us. They're getting braver.
I don't know what's happening. Let's go to the edge of the ship first. Let's see if there's even the freaking sea below us.
Okay.
We could be on an island, and that's why the tree poked through.
Yeah.
As you move, the edge of the ship is just a swirling mass of mist and shadow, where you cannot see anything, but below you can hear the lapping of the waves of the ship's bow. So there must be a sea, there must be water, but you're separated from it.
Okay. Well, let's go and see those voices, Tahnee.
Yeah, maybe you know them from your
Maybe we know
sea
them.
adventures. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's go sneakily up there.
Okay. Give me another set of stealth checks as you guys try to move up without being seen.
Did my spell succeed?
Absolutely. You have successfully
Okay.
cast Pass Without Trace.
You have +10, Tahnee.
Mm-hmm. That helps a lot because I just rolled a
Yeah.
2.
So your total is a 21 and a
18?
18? Okay, good. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, as you guys start to move forward a little bit, you get a very brief glimpse kind of coming out of the mist of this strange serpentine head that's like a long neck sticking out of the deck where it's broken through. And it kind of emerges for a moment. You see a glint of its eyes. It kind of roves about a little bit, and then it just moves back. But you see its mouth is open, and its kind of snake-like tongue is just kind of going in and out. But at the same time, a voice is emerging from it. And it goes, "Yes, well, I had never expected to be on this journey, but it's very interesting so far. I hope we get some fun company soon, though." And then it just disappears into the mist again. Very, very strange combination of two things.
Okay, so they are seeking passage. And for free. No.
That's not happening. Let's go ask them who they are. Actually, you should ask them who they are. I'll stay in the shadows and wait with my bow. And if I need to shoot at them, I'll shoot at them.
Okay. I can do this.
Okay.
Whoops.
So as you move forward, you see sticking out of the deck where it's been broken open, two heads of a hydra, currently looking at each other and having a conversation about the small things in life. Tea, sailing, the wind, the weather. It's quite ghastly tonight. And just talking at each other.
Okay. I inch a little bit closer and say, hello?
Almost immediately, both heads look towards you, and almost in unison they say, "Oh, hello. Very good to see you here. How are you doing, Tahnee?"
Wait, you know my name? Do I know you guys? What are your names?
They kind of look at each other and just kind of throatily chuckle a little bit, but don't say anything.
Okay, no names. You know mine, okay. Can I know... Whoa. Are you guys going to Pustitia too? What are you guys doing here?
Well, of course we're going to Pustitia. We're all going to Pustitia together. Tahnee, as you're having a look at these two heads sticking out of the deck, you notice that on one of them, like kind of on part of the head, is displayed a small bracelet, like handmade, handcrafted. And thinking back, you've seen Kor wear that bracelet. In fact, he told you that's something he got way back from his mother, something that he's always carried with him.
Okay. So I'm thinking to myself, the tree has Kor's sword, now the bracelet. Kor? Is that you?
They both look at each other again, and you see the heads just kind of lean back and chuckle once more. You're
But
very
I don't
funny
think Kor
tonight, Tahnee.
speaks like that. But,
Is there something you need, Tahnee? The other head asks.
yeah, I want to understand all this.
They laugh again.
Would you guys mind explaining the undead, the skeleton, the tree? Or
Well, obviously, and the one head on the right starts. Obviously, Tahnee, you're clearly in another world. You're currently in grave danger. You need to help your friends. Isn't that how it always goes?
wait, are you my friend? The voice I hear?
The other one just kind of looks at so the left head looks at the right head and then looks at you. And the left head goes, "No, we are not we are not your friends, but we're happy to help if you need us. Just let us know. Ask us questions. And they kind of look at each other again and just chuckle quietly.
Oh, so you're not the one I hear in my head.
No. And the left head says no. Then the right head goes, actually, yes.
Would you... Well, no, that's... I guess I'm gonna find out later. Why the voice says Barnak is in danger, but... For now, are we even in the same boat, or is this a copy of a boat? Are we in a dream? Is this real life?
This is the real world.
But it's another world.
You're in another world.
And I point to myself like...
This is the left head saying this, by the way. The right head just kind of chuckles again, and then goes, you shouldn't be so mean. No, this isn't the real world, Tahnee. And you should be very careful here. Terrible things could happen. And they both just kind of seem to give this serpentine smile.
Is there a way to get out? Why are Barnak and I awake? Do we have to do something important?
I don't know. Do you? Says the left head. The right head follows up after you're silent for a moment. No, you don't have to do anything important. You're just stuck here forever.
I don't think so.
Do I hear all of this?
Yeah.
We can find
Possibly
a way.
including what Tahnee said about Barnak being dangerous. So
Yeah. Can I question this cannon that I'm next to? Does it turn? Is it like it is? Like it's all like I can turn it all the way around if I want to.
potentially, but keep in mind it would take like several crew members to adequately turn a cannon. Like they're heavy.
Yeah, of course. But if we had one or two people, yeah. Okay. I'll just step out of there and say, excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but who the fuck are you? And don't give me the laugh. I don't understand what's happening.
They started laughing again.
Well, they're not core. Sorry.
They started laughing again, but when you say don't, they quiet down a little bit. And the left head says, frankly, Barnak, we're very offended that you don't remember us. But, and the left head looks at the right head. I suppose that's to be expected. And the right head just kind of goes like, I don't know. I feel like you really should remember us. But I'm not going to tell. No, I won't tell. And they both laugh again.
But you are. Do we know that it's a Hydra? Like the
Definitely, it's distinctively a Hydra head. Yeah,
So,
or both
but
of them.
you're a Hydra. Like your head is a. You are a Hydra.
They
Never
look at each
seen a
other
Hydra
again.
before.
They look at each other again, and indeed, they're sticking out about like 2 meters maybe above the deck now, having kind of pulled themselves up a little bit, and then look down at you guys again after checking each other out essentially, and they chuckle a little bit, and the right head says, "Yes, we're a Hydra, very, very astute, but we're not the average Hydra, I suppose you could say. You know, we're a lot more human." And they both laugh.
I
And
see.
then-
So who was singing?
They kind of look around a little bit. Well, they're singing elsewhere on the ship, I suppose, says the left head.
That's also true.
Hmm.
Well.
So if there is a way to get out of here, we will find it. Even if you don't want to tell us. Do you want to tell us? How?
The left
Get out?
head just kind of chuckles. I'm afraid I don't know. The right head kind of looks at the other one for a moment, and it again has that grin and says, well, I would be happy to tell you, but it looks like you have some company. And kind of just makes a very knowing look. Looking around, you see 3 more shadows having emerged, kind of standing shoulder to shoulder almost, floating above the ground in the mist.
Not you two. Get out.
All 3 of them move closer.
No, not that way. The other way.
The other.
Do you do anything?
If they're extending the hand again, I will extend the hand towards them again.
Okay.
Just to see.
If they're extending the hand, I'm going to try to push Tahnee and myself out of the way.
Okay.
So I'm reaching in, he pushes me, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Barnak, I would like you to make a Dexterity saving throw, and Tahnee, I would like you to make a Strength saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving
Strength saving throw. Okay.
All right. So Barnak, you try to push out of the way, and you would get out of the way, but Tahnee is a fucking rock in the river, and just you kind of get stuck, and one of the hands grasps onto your arm, and it feels icy cold, and it starts pulling at you until you manage to pull your arm back. But you, 1 moment, please. Yes, there we go. You take 2 points of strength damage. That means that your strength score is currently reduced by 2.
Oh.
Well, is it already? No, you didn't. You didn't touch my
No.
my sheet, right? So
No.
I have to do it. Okay. It's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it's okay.
The shadow that reaches out to you, Tahnee, it tries to grab a hold of you again as well, but you manage to kind of, prevent it at least from pulling you in any particular direction, but it's definitely holding on to you with that icy grip. It's going to try to pull at you again, so make another strength saving throw, please.
What do you want to achieve by pulling us? I say as I try to resist a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely managed to resist, and it kind of just holds on to you. It instead does a... Oh, where's my character sheet? Yes, does a 14 hit you? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Okay, so with emerging out of the mist is another arm, and it tries to kind of reach forward and grab you by the other arm as well. But this one just kind of passes through you, and it pulls back, and it lets go of your other arm too. And both arms can disappear into it again, and they both, both of the ones in front of you, just float there, while Barnak has just been released by the third one.
What do you want? I look at them expectantly.
They just kind of stare at you for a while, and then they float back into the mist and disappear.
Oh, that hurt.
I can't tell if they mean us harm or if they just want to, I don't know,
I don't
take
know,
us
but
to the skeleton party.
That hurt.
They're cold.
I feel really weak, Tahnee.
You hear chuckling behind you again.
Excuse me, Hydra? Why are you
Yes.
laughing and while we're getting hurt? Either help or don't.
You've really only hurt yourself, I'm afraid, says the left head.
How? By asking who's singing?
Perhaps. The right head follows up and says, maybe next time you see them, you should try something more drastic.
Well, next time I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I'm
They
getting
both
tired
laugh
of their
again.
antics.
Okay. They both laugh again.
Annie, I have an idea.
Okay.
So, what we should do is Let's tie a rope around ourselves. It should be 50 feet long.
Like together or one rope each?
One rope and together. So yeah, one rope together. And then let's light 2 torches and try to go 50 feet from each other. Let's see if we can see each other.
And she thinks for a while, but okay. Think I got it.
I'll go left. I'll go to the other side of the ship.
Okay. So you tie the rope around each of you, and you start moving. And as soon as you move a little beyond each other's visual range, the other just disappears into the mist. You can still see the rope slowly going taut as the other person is still attached, but your visibility is minimal.
Mm-hmm. And I light up a torch.
You go to reach for a torch, you have no torch.
I don't light up a torch.
Try to look for a torch.
Do I have a candle?
You have nothing that you usually have on you.
Do I have any weapons?
You have your weapon, your bow, and your short sword.
Rapier.
Or rapier, my apologies.
Yeah, perfect. Good. Okay, I'll take the rope and start pulling on it quickly.
Okay. So Tahnee, you start feeling tugging at the end of the rope. Do you return?
Okay. Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. You just hear chuckling from the mist from the Hydra heads.
Tahnee, let's go. Let's leave this
Okay.
Hydra.
Yeah. We
I
forgot we
will-
didn't have torches.
Yeah, I don't have anything on me. I only have my weapons. Let's go see who's singing.
As you guys are moving and you find each other again, I would like you both to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Constitution saving throws.
Yes. Okay. Barnak, as you're moving and you go to find the next thing on the ship, you feel this wave of exhaustion wash over you. This is tiring. This is exhausting you more than you expected. And Tahnee, you can probably see a little bit of a slump in Barnak as well. For a moment, you do collect yourself, but you have now 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. Okay. I really need to sleep soon. Let's go, Tahnee. Let's see who's singing.
Yeah. We have to understand this. You can't go to sleep yet.
I'll try not to. Whoops, I'm going to.
You start to move lower, and you hear a voice singing cheerfully, echoing through the mist, carrying probably across the water.
Wait, no, we can't get here. Let's go.
I turn around and follow him.
Okay.
Stay behind him.
Can we pass? I don't remember exactly where we can pass.
You can pass here. Anything you can see, you can pass, because these are stairs.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, then we go up.
Okay. You see emerging another shadow out of the mist. This one, however, is not floating over you. It doesn't even seem to be noticing you, as it is currently just a slumped silhouette sitting on the ground, kind of its hooded cloak just leaning forward a little bit, otherwise almost a shapeless mass.
Let's go around it. Let's not touch it.
Okay. You kind of start sneaking past. You see for a moment as you do pass it, like the hooded cloak just kind of turns to follow you, but it doesn't seem to move to intercept or do anything that the others have done so far.
Oh, I look down at the ship. Do I see the tree thing that's in the middle?
Impossible to tell at the moment, but when you first emerged, you did not see the great stump rising from the ship in any sort of way.
Okay. That's weird. Let's find who's singing.
You come closer to the singing. You see, sitting in front of the great wheel of the ship. Two spectral shapes. You can't quite make out their features. One seems to be quite short, the other one tall. Beyond that, you also see several darker shapes of these shades that you've been seeing, just kind of floating around, emerging in and out of the mist. But it seems that the ghosts are the ones singing, although as soon as they notice you, they fall quiet and they stop singing. And the shades seem to disappear, or move away at least.
Well, hello there.
Sorry to interrupt your singing.
The two ghosts
You guys sing really well.
are sitting on the deck, just seemingly around this very small candle that's set up. And you see that they also have ghostly drinks, like bottles of rum, in their hands. The shorter one takes a drink, and you think that, like, you can't really tell who or what it is, but you think maybe it's like a dwarf, like a female dwarf of some kind. And she's the one who looks up at you. Oh, hello. Please come, do join us. Have a drink. And gestures over, and you see actually standing are several more various bottles of alcohol that seem actually solid beside the ghost now. Have a drink. Sing with us. Tell your story. Be happy to entertain you. Come, sit. Barnak, Tahnee. It's not a big deal.
How do you know our names?
Oh, come on now. Did you forget already? We're fast friends. We're well on our way to becoming some. You see also, as the taller ghost chuckles to themselves and moves a little bit, among, like, next to the bottle that it puts on the deck lies a wand, very, very similar to the one that Jean-Jacques carries as a magical focus. Maybe even identical.
This is weird. You know. Do we kill you, or do we kill the tree?
They
If we
look at
want
each
to
other
get
for a
out
moment,
of this,
and the taller
or
ghost.
do we kill, or do we kill the thing that's at the front of the ship?
Kill? Why would you need to kill anything here? You're
Because I don't know what to do, and that is the only thing I'm good at.
good at killing? You?
And
both laugh.
singing. He sings well too, but
That's what we
Doesn't matter.
thought. We heard you performed. We would love a performance. Come, why don't you join us? Share a little bit about yourselves. I mean, like I said, like she said, we're becoming fast friends. We
Well,
should get to know each other better.
we still haven't gotten your names.
hmm
You don't know our names?
yeah, it's a bit unfair
Oh.
that you know ours. We don't know yours.
They look at each other for a moment, and you see both of them kind of. You get the impression of joy from their expression, even though it's not, like, their face is still not super clear. And they look back to you. And the taller ghost says, "Well, names are a funny thing. You can call me Joey." And this here is, and he kind of looks over at the other ghost. She seems to think for a while. Why not, you can call me Marana. That's a nice name, a nice
Marana
proper name. Marana, yeah.
and Joey.
Marana and Joey. She kind of laughs at him a little bit. They seem to be enjoying some kind of private joke.
Marana and Joey. Okay.
That's right.
Don't buy it at all, but okay.
Well, that's very rude, but fair. Will you drink with us? Maybe we can get to know each other better, and then perhaps you'll find out if we're telling the truth or not.
Well, I never want to say no to a drink, but you know, our friends are I don't understand this.
I'm a
This
bit
is-
confused too. And you know I don't usually get confused.
I know, Tahnee. That's a problem here. We shouldn't be confused. We are the brains of everyone here.
That's why we're awake.
Of course.
And I stoop down a little bit to like whisper, I don't want to drink with these guys. So let's not drink.
Will drinking hurt us? Will drinking with you hurt us?
Not unless you drink too much, says Joey. Come on,
Can
it'll
I
be
insight check?
fine. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Yeah, I'm stopping with the online dice.
Okay. You get a look at them, but the fact that their faces are so hard to see in the first place just makes it difficult to get a read on them. On top of which they're ghosts, and you're not particularly adept at reading ghostly expressions. But as you kind of take a moment to consider, Joey points behind you, points out two more of the specters that have appeared, and says, well, I'll tell you what, if you come drink with us, they won't bother you for a while. How about that?
Oh, I'm done with these things. And I whisper to Tahnee, Tahnee, should we take care of the shadows first? Yeah, let's try it then. Well, okay, we will drink with you, but let me get my own alcohol then.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
They kind
I'm
of
actually
look
impressed.
at each other, and the shorter ghost, Morana, she goes, but this is your alcohol.
Are you sure?
Very sure. I nicked it from you, didn't I? Come on, have a look. It's yours. Don't worry. I was hoping you wouldn't recognize it, but if you're going to be difficult.
Tahnee, I have an idea. Mr. Joey and Miss Marana,
Just Joey and Morana.
Joey and Marana, we will be back in a moment.
Of course.
Let us just talk about something, Tahnee and I.
Of course. While you guys talk, I'm just going to use the restroom real quick. Please continue.
So, Tahnee, I don't like our odds here. I feel really, really, really exhausted at the moment. I don't think I can fight properly. So-
Just two against all of these dudes.
So, listen to this. I have an idea. What I was going to do, I was going to cast a spell on both of us. At least try to. Let me see if I can. Which will protect us from evil. And if it does protect us from evil, but let me check to make sure that it's true.
And if they get away, we'll know they're evil, right? And if they stay,
Exactly.
then they should be good.
Well, it doesn't really work like that. It works more in the sense of if something is trying to affect our mind, we'll be more able to resist it.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But now when I think about it, I can only cast it on a single person. So I'll cast it on you. And then if we need to kill him, you kill him.
Okay.
But this is weird. That tree down there is also weird.
He didn't want to talk. He just
Didn't
swung
want
with
to.
a sword at you. And
Why-
core
why-
sword.
Why don't we just kill all of them?
Yeah, let's try.
Why don't we just kill all of them?
Why are they moving? Oh. Oh, Okay. They got spooked.
As you guys are talking,
Um,
the two of them move closer, just kind of standing there, not doing anything.
Do I have my sword with me? My short sword?
Yeah, you've got your weapons with you, but like your inventory seems to be missing.
What about the timepiece?
You check for the timepiece, it's not there.
It's not there.
Mm,
Okay. That's weird. So, Tahnee, I just the apple's not here. The apple's not here. Okay, I have an idea then, and this is going to hurt us more than them. Let's kill them all.
Why is it gonna hurt? Okay.
Because there are more of them.
Okay. I say okay, but I still don't understand.
Yeah. Do you want to try to kill them, or do we want to drink with them?
With the shades? No.
With two things. Two ghosts.
I don't like that they know our names and we don't.
You hear from behind you suddenly the shorter ghost, Morana. You know, it's very rude to be talking about killing someone right in front of them. But if that's what you want to try, please do be my guest. I'm sure we'll have a laugh. Considering who we are.
Well, who are you? You still haven't told us.
Kind of looks down at herself. Joey does the same and chuckles.
Why are you here? Isn't this the Timeless? Isn't this our ship?
This is your ship. Partially.
Aren't we?
And it's ours too.
How is it yours? Did you pay for it?
We did.
With what?
Coin.
You didn't. We paid for it.
You've got a pretty
Did
shit
Valdra-
memory.
Did Voldra offer another part to you?
Yeah, Voldra's given us a part, yeah.
Wait a second. Tahnee, hold on. Those two heads up there, they looked like core. This here looks like it's Jean-Jacques. So that's Joey. So
Joey, Jean-Jacques?
these are all images of our crew and friends.
I had to take a little bit to piece that. Okay, they could be. Is this? Does this happen every time they go to sleep? Do you think?
Maybe.
Listen,
Well, thank you. Not every time though, because sometimes when I'm on watch, this doesn't happen. At least not from any of you. So, I don't know. What do we? Let's just drink with them. Let's see what they know. we will take their information. We will get more information.
the shades move
Can
back.
I look up real quick? Can I see if the moon appears anywhere in the sky?
Make a perception check.
Yep.
You have no clue. This mist extends everywhere, and it seems to have this kind of unnatural glow to it, as if maybe the moon were indeed shining down on it and casting at least a little bit of light and illumination and vision that you do get. But the complete lack of actual vision, even in the thickest mist, being this restricted in your vision is not usual. So you look, but you cannot see anything of the moon.
Oh, darn it. Let's just sit with them, I guess.
I feel like that would be giving up, but what else can we do?
But it's either that or killing everyone.
We could kill the shades. They keep trying to grab us.
That's true. If they try to grab us again, we should kill them if they try to anything.
Okay.
But This is
Okay.
weird. This is really weird, Tahnee. I don't like this. If
Well,
only Jean-Jacques
are you
were
two going to
here.
join us or what? Joey calls over.
Well, Joey, are you Jean-Jacques?
Don't insult me. He's a nice man, but no.
Well, okay.
Would Jean-Jacques say that? I don't know.
Jean-Jacques wouldn't say that. That's not
Okay.
Jean-Jacques. So killing all of them, Tahnee?
We could try.
I
We
do
already
feel-
tried sneaking.
Yeah, I do feel very, very tired though, just so you know.
Mhm.
I don't think I'll be able to actively hit anything with my bow.
Did you have the entirety mushrooms with you?
I don't. I gave them away.
That's right.
Sorry, quick question. Barnak, did you take the 21 damage off of your hit points?
Yes.
Okay.
My character is still not linked to my new.
Oh, this is still the old one. My bad.
Yeah.
Let me fix that.
I was wondering this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. It's not linked, but I'll keep track of it myself. Cool. So, what would you like to do?
I tracked it on the sheet itself.
Yeah, no worries. But what would you like to do in the story?
Well, what would we like to do? Let's, Tahnee, let me try this. Let me just try this. May I jump down from that deck to the next one, like just immediately there?
Okay. As soon as you attempt, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the arm coming as the shade rushes forward inhumanly fast and tries to grab onto you.
Okay. And dexterity. Why am I rolling this? Well, okay, this one.
Okay, that'll work. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still doesn't.
But wait,
I rolled a
wait.
natural
I still
19.
have to roll one more time.
Oh, it's a saving throw. It's not a skill check. Saving throws are
Oh, so
level
it's
2
just-
exhaustion.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so as you attempt to jump over the edge, this shade comes forward, and Tahnee, you feel this cold rush past you, and one of the arms just emerges immediately, and it tries to grab onto the back of Barnak's cloak, but immediately he's just dodges out of the way, and you jump down. It's not really very far. It's maybe like 6 or more like 8 feet or so, but you land on the ground, safe and sound. But the shade just kind of stands there, so you end up here, and the shade just stands on the edge, looking down, standing next to you, Tahnee. The other shade moves in and kind of stands at the edge as well, also looking down at Barnak. You hear laughter from the two ghosts.
Okay, I've had it, and I want to take out my sword and try to swing at one of them.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll. Okay, please roll the damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. So, like, out of the blue, you go for the swing. It seems to just go straight through the shade. I'm guessing the one that was trying to grab Barnak?
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of seems to go through it, and the shade immediately staggers or floats back. Like, it seems to stagger for a moment, and then just kind of begins to float away. And it disappears into the shadows almost immediately. But as you took that swing, you heard a little bit of splatter on the deck. You thought for a moment that maybe it was the sea, but there's no waves, there's no crashing, there's no storm. And as you look, the edge of your blade is coated in this dark liquid.
Okay. Just because it's something Tahnee would do. So I see the blade, and I try to touch this liquid.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. You feel for a moment like it starts to make you feel sick, like you want to throw up. But then at the last second, you pull away, and the sensation fades, and you don't have to. The other shade watches you, like you turn, sword still in hand. You recover yourself, and then immediately kind of floats backwards, and seems to go over the edge and out of your vision.
Okay. They're gone, Barnak.
That's
Alright.
right.
Okay.
And I would like to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay. Interesting. You cast protection from evil and good on yourself. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Do I have the advantage from the spell?
How does it give you
I'll-
advantage? It's
I'll-
from the
I'll-
source, right?
I'll link it.
Right. Surprisingly, no. No advantage.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
Okay. As you cast the spell on yourself, you feel this momentary warmth, this rightness wash over you. You blink, and for a moment you're standing on the deck in the clear, under a clear sky, in the sun, as it's sailing, as you were a day ago. You look around, and you blink again, and you're standing... No, you're not standing. You're remembering being below deck after the whole incident at the fort, after having had your rest, and returning to the ship. You remember following someone below deck. Someone was telling you something, you can't remember what it was, but they pointed out a strange broken crate in the cargo hold, and they were telling you something important about it. And you look around, you see Jean-Jacques and Cor and Tahnee with you, but you checked it out for a moment. You went closer. There was something strange, color blue comes to you, and then the vision ends, and you're standing again in the middle of the mist, in the dark.
Okay.
You okay?
Okay. Tahnee, let's go downstairs. Come with me.
I don't know why, but yeah, okay. I'll follow you.
Okay. So you guys want to make your way downstairs again?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you deliberately try to avoid the group of undead that were playing cards, or do you just go down that way and ignore them?
I would like to stealthily go next to them like I did last time.
Because you can go out the other way as well. There's another ladder that comes out on
Oh,
the other
right.
side of the ship.
Right,
and
let's
then-
go. Yeah, let's go the other way as well.
Okay. Let me move you guys then. I'll put you next to each other.
Okay. I'm just glad we're not going to drink with them, but why suddenly go down?
I had a vision just now.
Okay.
So I remember... Well, I remember something. I remember that someone showed me a broken crate, and that's when I think all of this started.
Oops.
Okay.
I think. So let's see. Let's check and see.
I know I swung while we I don't know, are we walking? Are we doing something? But I want to say, I know I swung at one of them, and well, I think that was blood. I think I did hurt them. But what if it's one of the crew being all weird at night? I don't want to hurt anybody.
We would know if it was the crew. I mean, let's face it. Our crew is. We know them, and we've slept with them for a while now.
Okay.
So I think that this isn't our crew. Next time we see one of those shadowy things, we'll kill it. Also, what do you mean swing at it?
Yeah,
Did
with
you
my
try
sword.
You tried to hit it?
Yeah.
Nice. Why didn't you try to hit it with your hands? Don't you have your
Would that
and
be
I
better?
look at them and I look at her. Does she still have the gauntlets?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, as far as I know,
Okay.
you didn't stop wearing them.
Yeah, but now she has them
I just
still.
figured it would better to slice at them rather than me getting my hands cold. But I'll try
Probably, I don't
punching
know.
them.
But yeah,
Okay.
I know that your punches hurt a lot. Let's go get. Do you remember the tree?
Yes. How could I forget?
Let's kill the tree.
Okay.
Let's just kill the tree. That might be the seed of all problems here.
Okay.
Also, Tahnee, and this is like we're walking downstairs. What did you mean by Barnak's in danger? You told this to the Hydra.
Did I? I don't remember.
I do. What did you mean? You said that the voice told you that I'm in danger.
No, I was, and I actively, and look at the distance. No, you're not in danger. I meant you're in danger from all of this. And I want to protect you.
Okay, that works. Well, thank you, Tahnee. But, I can also protect myself if I need to.
I was lying to try to get some answers.
I see. That's a good tactic. I do that all the time. That's a good tactic. Okay. I don't really trust her 100%, but I'll just let it slide for now.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment, I don't trust her 100%, but
Yeah.
it's not important.
Of course, we spill secrets. Of course, I had to say something.
So
How in character for us.
here's the tree.
You see the outline. It's still sleeping. In fact, you hear it quietly snoring a little bit.
I would like to move to the side where I can see that crate.
Okay.
It's this one, right?
No, it's more like it's underneath its form. So like if I'll just move this
okay.
for. Well, I don't have to, but like there are crates underneath it. It seems
Yeah.
as well, or at least there were. And you can see the splintered outlines are just kind of like there's a path between these two rows, and you can see like the splinters and the broken planks are just kind of scattered there.
Okay. Yeah, let's kill it, Tahnee. Dude, let's just end this nightmare. I don't care about this anymore. I'm getting tired and I'm getting really weak. I don't want any of those shades to attack us again.
There's
if
another
they do,
shade
attack them immediately.
appearing, but it stays at a distance, and you see it forms both arms, and it just holds them up like so, like in a sort of complacent or stop motion. And it
I just
stays.
take out like an arrow, just take out an arrow
Starts
at the
to
shade.
Starts to float backwards slowly.
Yeah. Stop. I'll shoot if you move an inch closer, or rather, further away.
It remains there, where you can just about see its outline. And
I go
if you
forward
move,
a bit.
it keeps moving away.
Stop,
still-
or I shoot. Don't move.
I do
It
wonder
stops.
what would happen if we let them grab us. But
Who
no,
are
no.
you? It hurts, Tahnee. Trust me, it hurts. Who are you?
There's no response.
Do you see this tree?
It kind of glances over in the direction that you're pointing, and then looks back at you.
Can you nod?
It tilts its head slightly.
Can you understand me?
Tilts its head the other way.
What does that mean?
I think it can at least hear us, if not understand us. If you can understand us, nod once if you are a danger to us, and nod twice if you aren't.
It tilts its head to the other side again. It keeps one hand up, the other one goes down, and then it re-emerges. That arm like disappears and comes back, and it points, very clearly points in a direction. It points straight at the sword that the tree is holding.
What does that mean? Should we take the sword from the tree?
Then it points at you guys.
Well, Tahnee, are you up for a jump to grab the sword?
I mean, I could.
Well then, get ready, because that's well, you'll get one chance, or else my head is gonna blow.
The pointing finger comes back and just makes this. It's really hard to see, but you can kind of see the outline, and it moves sideways and then just starts to float away.
Okay. Okay, to hell with this.
Does that mean we gotta be silent?
And we are going to be silent. Completely silent this time. And I take... Let me just see. So, I leave my bow on my back.
Okay.
And I take an arrow and basically slowly break it, like just break a single arrow.
Okay.
And take a bit of like wood from it. Or rather, it's not really wood, it's like, I try to grind that wood into dust, woody dust.
Okay,
And
you can do that.
I turned to Tahnee and I just say, now we'll be silent. And I breathe out into that wood and cast silence.
Okay. Is your pass without trace concentration?
My pass without trace is... Let me check. I think it is.
And
though.
I feel like it is.
And is the silence
Yeah,
as
it
well,
is.
is my question.
Oh, right. Okay. And pass without trace is still in effect. That's a 1 hour thing. Right, and silence is only 10 minutes. Okay. And pass without trace still gives us plus 10 to bonus dexterity stealth checks. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I won't cast silence then immediately.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah, so okay. So Tahnee, let's go get the sword together.
Okay.
We are all already very stealthy. I mean, it's you and I. We are the wisest of the bunch and the most stealthy
Yeah.
of the bunch.
Yeah.
Let's try get that sword.
But where do I jump? Wait.
Okay. So you climb up on some of the crates?
I'm trying to go like between them.
Okay. I mean, you know, the visual isn't perfect, but they are stacked quite
Oh,
closely.
so they're stacked.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're,
okay,
like
okay.
it's just, you know, pushing
Oh,
them
so
all
we have
together.
left and right. Left
Yeah,
and right.
you could try to make a path and, like, you know, take one out and then push the other one aside, for example. But, you know, there's definitely not enough room in between them to squeeze, especially not for, you know, well, not for any, like, average, medium-sized creatures.
Yeah. Okay.
Fat dwarves included.
Yeah. Okay.
I was trying to avoid it, but, you know. Okay. If you're moving up there, please roll stealth checks.
Okay. And I have disadvantage.
Yes, in this case, yes. But you do have plus 10, so it's
Yeah.
a 20 for Tahnee.
For me, it's plus. Let me just check. Plus 7, I think, for stealth. Still not good, but no, plus 4 for stealth. Okay, so that is 15, 10, 25.
Okay, so 20 and 25. So with those two perception checks. Alright. You do indeed get to that region without seemingly being spotted. How would you like to proceed?
Is the sword in its grip?
It seems that indeed, like, both its arms are kind of like grasping it and holding it down on the deck. Like, you get a better look now, and there seems to be kind of a breach around the trunk that it's like pushed out of, and it's holding the sword with like these two actually quite spindly arms. They're not like really powerful or anything, but it's holding them and just kind of holding it standing straight up on the remainder of the deck there.
Okay, so should I jump and get it and run?
Yeah, I mean, I can try to cut off one of its arms.
Okay.
So I'll jump and try to cut off its arm, and you get the sword and run.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll try at least.
Okay, I
Let's
feel
try
I
it
can
on.
do it.
Let's try it on 3. Let's try it on 3. I have a. What would be better for slashing? A rapier or a hand axe? A rapier.
Hand axe for sure.
It still slashes. Yeah.
X.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a tree. The axe is kind of a natural.
Yeah. So axe. Yeah. So I take both hand axes. Well, no, I just take one. So I'll take
Okay.
one hand axe. Like, okay, on 3, Tahnee. 1, 2, 3. And I jump and try to cut off its hand.
Okay. Make an attack roll with advantage because you're stealthed.
Is it? It's not disadvantage for
No,
exhaustion,
it's,
right?
exhaustion, like level 1 is only skill checks. Like, it's not that
Okay.
impactful. Yes.
Perfect. So no sharpshooter and no fighting style. I'll just click the rapier because I don't have hand axe. Wait, I'll have it.
You
Hand
can drag it on
axe.
from the compendium if you like.
No, it's fine. It has an attack. There it is. Oh wow, hand axe is not. Okay. Yeah,
What's up?
I should have used the rapier. It's fine. I didn't know hand axe wasn't finesse weapon.
Ah, so it uses your strength.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. You go with a leap, and in your like mid leap, you turn the hand axe 180 degrees, and you just hit it with the back. So when you like hit the spindly arm, the blow actually just bounces back on you. You almost embed the axe in your own shoulder, and immediately you see two of these shades kind of start moving forward into your periphery. They're not doing anything. They're just kind of standing there, but you definitely end up like roughly here, and yeah, you hit like with that awkward blow. It doesn't deal any damage. It doesn't seem to sever any part of the arm. However, Barnak said go. So Tahnee, what do you do in that same moment?
I want to focus on like grabbing the hilt of the sword and
Okay.
trying to pull.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Grabbing it is easy, but you immediately feel the resistance as it's just completely enveloped by the by the tree. Okay. You try to use your momentum to carry more strength into the grab and the pull, and you do to a degree. So as you pull, like both arms kind of, you hear them creak as you pull them forward, and you see the sword start to slip from its grasp. However, immediately it also tightens its grasp and starts pulling back, so you're now kind of in a tug of war with the tree. now awoken, two golden eyes are staring at you from this seemingly ancient face, and almost immediately one of its branches that are just kind of lying or hanging low is going to try to make an attack against you, Tahnee. So in this case, it is going to use its slam attack for a 13, which does not hit. So you manage to kind of like hold on, but you dodge out of the way as it slams into the crate behind you.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Miraculously, the crate does not shatter under the blow. But yeah, what would you guys like to do? Barnak, Tahnee, going at the same time.
Oh, I'll just say, fuck it, Tahnee. We're not stealthy anymore, and I'll take out a rapier this time and try to cut off its hand.
Okay, go for it.
Much better.
Alright, yeah, that definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
Wow.
11 damage.
I feel obliged to point out it does piercing damage.
Yeah, but that's because it's a.
It's mainly made for piercing, like for stabbing.
No,
kind
but
of as a
that's
weapon.
why when I asked you to buy it, I said that I wanted a pirate cutlass.
Oh, right, it's a cutlass.
So
like,
it's a
okay.
cutlass. Yeah.
Can you rename it on the sheet just so I don't forget in the
Yes.
future?
Yeah.
But no, right,
How do I
you're
do
completely
that?
correct. So make it slashing damage and call it a cutlass or
Cutlass.
pirate's sword or whatever.
Cutlass.
Okay, no, that works a lot better. So it's more like a machete as well, which is perfectly adequate for this purpose. So as you go to cut, you cut into the arm, like one of the arms that's holding onto the sword, and you pull away, and immediately you see like your cutlass is coated in this tree sap that's just kind of dripping off of it onto the ground with this little. And you've cut about halfway into the arm. Immediately, the hand just releases the sword on that side. The other one continues to hold on to it.
Now, Tahnee, now take it. Wait, I have another attack.
You do have
Don't
another
I?
attack, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just like take out the cutlass, and can I reach its other hand?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll try to reach it then. Let's see if it works though, because I renamed it. Ha! It does, but it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. As you go for the next attack, this time the arm that you just cut into, it moves forward and it actually blocks the blow. Like you hit a harder part of the wood and it deflects it at an angle, so that you can't actually make another dent. Tahnee.
Okay, I'll look at my sword. I look at my, I don't know, my hands.
Yeah, you're still holding on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, look at my hands. Look at my hands. And I'll try to release one and like punch the hand still holding.
Okay. Punch the hand. Okay, go ahead and make an unarmed strike.
Like Batman in the Dark Knight.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
And you also heal from this. Whew. But minimal bludgeoning damage from the additional stuff.
It's like say, let go, that's not yours.
Immediately the hand releases the sword, and you have it in your hands. So you have the greatsword in your control. You can still move. Both of you can, actually.
Okay. So now I'll try to take the sword.
Okay. I mean, you have it. It's in your the tree released it. Like your punch, basically, you hit it like right where the wrist bone should be in a human hand, and immediately the hand just kind of clutched open and let go of the sword entirely because Barnak already cut the other hand away. So you currently have the greatsword in your control, and you could potentially just run away with it.
Okay, my apologies. Thought the sword was still there.
All good.
Yeah, I'll run.
All right. So you both just make a dash for it. Looking over your shoulder, you see the shadows kind of converge on the tree before your vision just fades from that area in any particular detail. Unless you want to stay close enough to see.
The shadows. Yeah, I'm staying close to see what's happening.
I'll run like over here.
Okay.
But then,
as you kind of become interested, Barnak, you fail to notice the great big tree branch that comes down, and does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. You take an additional 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That's 38 minus 19.
Okay.
38.
As you feel something like you can't even see the branch clearly, it just kind of seems to sweep out of nowhere. These two golden eyes just staring after you, but obviously this enormous thing unable to move as it just punches you straight in the face. It's like you've just walked into a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you?
I take a few steps back to make sure that it can't reach me anymore, and still look at what the shadows are doing.
You get the impression you're gonna have to move beyond the enclosure of the cargo hold for it to not be able to reach you. It's just that previously it wasn't aware of you, but now it definitely seems to be.
Yeah, I go back then.
Was I able to see that from where I was standing?
You saw the blow, but not what the shades are doing.
So we can't see what the shades are doing now.
You can't if you expose yourself to it. What you last saw is that they were both converging on the tree and on the arms, but they're both great big shadows in a mist. So beyond seeing the swirling shapes, there's not really much that you can make out of what they're trying to do there.
Okay, so the tree can still hit without the sword, but I got the sword.
Yeah, and I'm feeling decked in the head. That hurt. That hurt so much. Do you know what I'll do? Just a second, and I'll take a shot straight where I saw the shadows standing, like just straight forward.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
2 attacks.
Okay. Both will hit.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So as you do this, you hear this faint, piercing wail from the direction that you shot. This kind of scream of agony, and almost immediately, you feel the mist start to kind of become thicker around you. I need you both to make athletics checks.
And that is with disadvantage.
Yes. Okay.
Wow. With disadvantage. Wow.
So Barnak, you feel the mist start to pull at you, and it's trying to pull you in a certain direction, but you manage to wrestle free. Tahnee, however, you feel this kind of start to overwhelm you. You manage to pull free at the last moment, kind of at least as if you're throwing someone off, just like trying to grab you, that kind of sensation. But in doing so, you feel this wave of exhaustion wash over you. You are now also level 1 exhaustion.
Okay.
All right.
That wasn't the tree screaming, was it?
I don't know, but do you think I should shoot again?
What did you shoot at? The shades?
Where they were, yeah. And that's when this happened, so I don't think I should do it again.
I'm feeling tired too.
Yeah, maybe we should go to core. And,
you both hear Jean-Jacques' very irritated voice. I'm not going to try to do the accent, but you hear his irritated voice just kind of carrying through the mist as if some kind of word from above almost. And he tells you, whatever you two are trying to achieve, please stop fighting and get to it. Just get it done. And then it fades away.
I turn to Tahnee and I'm like,
stop fighting.
Stop
I'm not fighting with Barnak.
I'm not fighting with you. What did I... He always makes weird suggestions. Okay, now that we have the sword, let's see. So let's actually make a plan, Tahnee, because you and I, we can make a plan. So we needed the sword, and now that we have the sword, what do we need the sword for?
I don't know. You said you said we needed the sword.
Well, the shadow said
Why?
we needed the sword.
I'll stare like blankly.
It's the best
Well, didn't you see the
Ghostbusters
shadow?
theme.
Didn't you see the shadow point at the sword?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we don't have any friends here. The two Hydra heads, they were laughing at us. The two ghosts, they were laughing at us. And the shades almost killed me. So we don't have any friends here.
Okay. Do you think we could kill the tree with the sword? Can one of us use the sword? And I look down at the sword.
It's Kor's greatsword. It's very big. You can practically lift it, but wielding it is probably not something that you're trained in.
Tahnee, you know, I have an idea, and I think it's a wise idea. Do you remember what our two friends were talking in their sleep?
Don't grab something?
Don't take it and give
don't
it
take-
back.
Okay.
And give it back.
Should we take the wand?
Should we take all of these things back to them? Let's test our theory. Let's give Kor his sword. But let's not stab him. Let's just give him the sword into his hand. Like let's have him hold it.
Let's not stab him. Beautiful advice for any D&D party.
That's
Yeah,
a genius idea, Barnak. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go.
Let's go quickly. Let's before the other thing wakes up.
Wait, where
Okay.
are you? Ah!
I
got
run.
lost.
Yeah, I run quickly, and like run quickly into the mist.
Okay, yeah, so Barnak just disappears. You hear his footsteps kind of on the deck for a bit, and then... oof. But you do recognize the ship layout, so you can maneuver your way.
Yeah, I'll try to follow that general direction. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I take Kor's hand, like just lift it. Okay, put the handle of the sword in his hand.
Okay. Yeah, now carefully, like,
Okay.
turn it around so that the
Yeah,
handle
and
is...
I
Okay.
clasp his
I
hand.
want to ask, which hand do you use? Like his left or his right hand?
Well, we've seen him use his hand. Which one does he normally
I think
use?
he's right-handed, but you know it's up to you.
Yeah, I think
Then-
he
You,
is.
then-
you do have to kind
right.
of lean over him. That's why I like.
Then
it's
right
in the-
hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Then right hand.
Okay, so you reach over, you grab his right hand, you pull it like he's kind of still struggling a little bit. It's tough, but you manage to get the hand around the sword, and he just pulls it a little closer. And for a moment, you see Kor kind of open his eyes. Thank you. I lost this,
Do you need your bracelet too?
and he nods and falls away again.
Do you think that we should find... I have an idea, Tahnee.
Please tell me.
Hold on. Do I have any coin on me?
No, your inventory, like your bag that you carry
Okay.
with your stuff, is empty.
If I were to approach Kor or Jean-Jacques, do they have any coin on them?
They have their stuff on them, yeah.
Perfect. I will take from Jean-Jacques because
Of course.
taking from Kor is not that nice. I'll take around 15 gold pieces.
Okay. You hear tutting, like, behind you in the mist somewhere. Just someone going...
I take the gold pieces and I approach the crew
Okay.
and I put a gold piece in each of their hands, hoping that they will wake up to help us. Maybe they lost their money.
As you go around, you start putting putting the coins into hands. First of all, with Semicord, as you try, he pulls his hand away, like even subconsciously, it seems. But he just pulls away and he curls up. He doesn't seem to want to be engaged in that sort of way. But you get to Haseak, and you manage to put the coin in his hand, and he just kind of clutches it, mumbling, and just clutches it to his chest. So that's one of the gold coins gone, but he doesn't seem to wake up.
Laura?
You try with Laura, and there's nothing that happens. As you move on to the next person, you hear a clatter of the coin as she just drops it out of her hand. Doesn't seem to notice.
Yeah, I'll just go back. This doesn't work.
Okay. So you've got 14 coins left.
Yeah, I'll give 14 back to Jean-Jacques and whisper, I'll give you one back later. Let's go get Jean-Jacques' wand. Let's go get... Well, Tahnee, are you missing anything on your person?
Gonna check my pockets. Like,
same deal.
I'm missing...
all your basic inventory stuff is gone. Like, your bag is nowhere to be seen. It's just not there.
Let's try and get them their things, and then we'll try to find our things.
should we get your bottles too? Because the ghost mentioned they have your alcohol.
Yeah, they have my alcohol. We'll get them. We'll get my bottle of rum.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Let's also check. Yeah, let's also check if the guys playing poker have something of ours.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stealthily go to them.
okay. Would you like to actually attempt to stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh, I need to roll twice.
Both of you do, actually, because you both have
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage.
No, I mean, I need to roll. No, not that. I need to roll concentration saving throw for.
Oh, yeah. For the...
No, it was once. You hit me once.
Once,
again
yeah.
on my
Oh, for
head.
the passive
Yeah. So
choice,
yeah. So Constitution saving throw. That's disadvantage. Sorry.
Do you want to re-roll it? Just straight up?
No, it's fine. We always use the left one, so
Okay.
my pass without trace just disappears.
Okay. You are aware of that, so you could recast it if you
Yeah, so I will recast it. So -1. There it is. So pass without trace again. We're more stealthy.
So, again,
And now stealth with disadvantage. Or stealth.
alright.
So that's
you're very
31.
stealthy. Yeah. For a moment, as Barnak casts the spell again and takes a step forward, he actually disappears from your view entirely, Tahnee. Like, for a second you panic, and then he re-emerges from the mist.
Let's go, Tahnee. Let's see what those skeletons are up to.
Alright. You guys start sneaking closer. Your footsteps make no sound on the deck. You're kind of shrouded in the mist. You see the two skeletons and the undead creature sitting at the table. Seemingly there are several more seats that could be occupied, but which currently are not. And they're currently, like in the center of the table stands a very dim lantern. Like you didn't even notice it before because it just casts so little light. And it seems to kind of have a bluish hue to it instead of the normal warm red color or yellow color of light. They're currently still playing cards, laughing, chattering amongst themselves. And you notice that one of them, one of the skeletons, is currently holding up a letter, which they are laughing at cheerfully. He starts to read from it for a moment, and you hear in this kind of gravelly, but it's attempting to be kind of squeaky and annoying. So it's a really weird combination, which I cannot achieve, but you can imagine it.
Yeah.
Where they try to, it's like I get a funny letter, and I read it in someone else's voice, but with the gravelly skeleton undertones. And it begins, "Dearest Jean-Jacques, please come and find me as soon as possible." And then just kind of goes on, but the words start to fade away very quickly. It's like you can't really make sense of them. You're not sure why or what effect that is happening. But that voice continues to be very unsettling and weird.
That is Jean-Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
Tahnee, are you up for another grabby thing?
Mm-hmm.
You understand one more sentence as they go on. I ache for you! And they just laugh around the table.
I cover my mouth so I won't laugh
Okay.
as well.
So, which one is reading from it?
The one closest
that's
to you.
perfect. So, are you up for to grab something else, Tahnee?
What? Other than the letter?
Well, no, the letter.
Okay.
Okay, I will then. I have no idea what to do here. I will go near the ladder. Do you want me to? Well, actually, hold on. I'll go around. Can I climb up and climb down the other side?
Yeah, absolutely. As you start to move towards the ladder, like your first couple of steps up, very carefully, very quietly, you hear a voice coming from the table. Hey, Barnak, why don't you join us? Come on now. We're all having a good
shit.
time. You see it's the undead man just kind of looking over the head of the skeleton that's still
Oh.
laughing.
Yeah, I'm coming. I was about to get us some drinks, but sure. I'll
I mean,
sit
well,
here.
we'd be happy to have some drinks, but as you can see, we're well supplied, and you see, like, on the table stand actually several more of these bottles that are very similar to the ones that you saw above deck as well. And they are indeed, like, the kind of average rum bottle and whiskey bottle that you guys are carrying aboard the ship. Come on, join us. We've got plenty to spare. We'd be happy to play with you. You know how to play cards, right?
Of course, I'll sit and play with you guys.
Brilliant.
And I sit here so that I can see Tahnee. And I'm eyeing the letter, like.
Okay. The undead man kind of watches you for a moment and chuckles, and then kind of starts shuffling the deck. And as he does, he leans forward before you've even moved, Tahnee, and he leans forward and he just whispers, only to like Barnak and to the people at the table, obviously, or the skeletons at the table. And he whispers, "Is she also going to join us, or is she shy?"
Okay. Sorry.
At that moment, I'll just
Meanwhile, I'm just staring blank, like
I'll just
wide-eyed.
jump back when he says that, and I'll just say,
Whoa.
"Tahnee, now!"
Okay. As soon as he says now, I immediately jump. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Run, jump, and try to take the letter.
Okay.
From his hands.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check with disadvantage, unfortunately, this year.
Come on.
No.
Okay.
Okay. You grab the letter and like basically the bottom third of it just rips. You get 2/3 of the letter. You all hear this sound, and like the skeletons, if they could look perplexed or disappointed, they look that way, and the undead man definitely looks like, oh, that is not
Can I
good
try?
news.
Can I try to grab the other part? Like
Okay.
scramble and grab it.
Yeah, definitely. So make another dexterity check.
Wait, I did a dexterity save, but
Yeah, I
anyway.
think it's the same number for you, so I didn't call it
Yeah.
out, but yeah. Or
Nice.
oh right, yeah, no, that's fine.
Where was that before? But, okay.
No, it's still fine because it would have just been even lower. But this time you managed to like you reach out very quickly with your monk reflexes and you tap like the skeleton is just holding it still, like surprised, and you just tap him under the wrist, and his hand just opens up and you snatch it out of the air, and then you can just dash on to join Barnak.
Yeah, I'll dash toward him, and if he signals that I should dash another direction, I will. But for now,
Okay.
No, that's ours. Don't follow us. I'll like, go
We
forward.
we just wanted to play cards with you. That was entertainment. Come back. And you just hear them like kind of chuckling and urging you to come back. As you move forward, you do indeed spot a few more of the shades. Notably 2 of them that are kind of on the ground near the wall, kind of just a blob of darkness. You're not sure what is going on there.
We'll be back for you. Just don't attack us. And we go up. Well, I go up.
Yeah.
Okay, let me move you guys in a second.
Tahnee, are we going to go for the for Core's thing or for Jean-Jacques' things first? There were a lot of shades down there, but at the front of the ship, it's only two Hydra heads.
Yeah. Maybe I could jump up into the bracelet was on top of the head, right? So I
Yeah.
could jump and yeah, try to.
Yeah, let's
try to
try
get-
that. Let's try that first. So let's see the Hydras again, if they're there.
Okay.
But first, I still had the letter, so I'll try to like fold it and put it into my pockets.
Okay, so you
Is
have
there
a
something in my pocket?
folded, seemingly a love letter addressed to Jean-Jacques.
Okay, so the same. You distract or do something. I don't know.
Yeah,
And-
which one had the bracelet?
That was the right head.
Okay, so then I will go from the left.
Okay.
Should I
Hello?
go too? What? And he already had gone.
Yeah.
So he's already moved.
Hello? I just want to see the front of the ship.
Both of them kind of turn and watch you go and chuckle, and
And
they just keep chattering amongst themselves.
I'll try to move as stealthily as I can on
Okay.
this other side.
Roll another stealth check then,
Okay,
with
please.
disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and 21, that will get you. Alright, so you start moving closer.
So, Hydra, I forgot to ask your name. You still haven't told us your name. Do you have a name? Or do
Yes,
all of
we've
your
got
heads,
names. A little
So every
offended that
head-
you forgot.
every head has a different name. But wait, don't Hydras have more than two heads?
Usually, yeah, I just have more than two heads, says the left head. The right head kind of chuckles and shakes its head. No, that's a myth. Hydras only have two heads, or sometimes even just one, until you cut it off and then it grows into two. But never more than two.
Ah, I see. I like the left one better. It gives straighter answers.
They chuckle. They just chuckle to themselves.
And the left one is prettier.
Okay. But when I hear this, I get confused, and so I'll actually try to see where exactly is the bracelet, right or
Okay.
left.
It's on the right head, and it's just like on the back of the head, kind of like, you know, if you had hair, it would be like being used as a kind of hairband.
Okay.
But it's just resting on its scaly, bald head.
Do you want to see a trick?
The heads just kind of look at each other for a moment. The left head goes, I'm not one for tricks, but and then the right head goes, I'd definitely love to see a trick. Please show me a trick, Barnak. I would be so delighted.
Okay. So, this is a trick I learned while training to be, well, what I am right now. So,
A gesture.
just look at this. Kinda. I take a hand axe and I want to throw it like 20 feet into the air and try to catch it.
Oh boy. Please make a dexterity check. And Tahnee, please let me know what you are doing as this is occurring.
I'll crouch like in preparation,
Okay.
but stay where I am.
Okay.
Dexterity check, right?
Yes.
Disadvantage though.
Okay. You throw it about 20 feet up in the air. The ship sways a little bit, but deftly you catch it. Not a problem. You think somewhere in the mist that you hear a bit of applause.
Okay, I'll do it again, but this time I'll throw it 30 feet in the air.
The left head goes, Barnak, are you sure? That seems very dangerous. We don't want you to hurt yourself.
That's true. Well, then I'll show you
The right
another
head
trick.
interrupts immediately. No, Barnak, just do it. It'll be fun. Come on, don't be such a party pooper.
No. I'll do another trick, and when I say now, I want you to look at how great I am.
The right head goes, "You are very great, Barnak."
I'll take a rope and take my rope and try to basically create a hopscotch out of it
Okay.
to start
Yeah, it's a
hopping
jump rope.
over
Jump
it.
rope, you mean?
Jump rope,
Yeah.
yeah, hop, no, yeah.
Okay. So you get your rope out. Do you cut it as well, or do you just like put part
Nope.
of the?
Nope,
Okay.
just put part of it on the ground.
That will be interesting. All right. So you get enough rope to use as a jump rope. Go ahead and make another dexterity check, or a performance check if you like. But I don't know if that would be better for you.
I think I'll go with dexterity check.
Okay. Okay. So
and I yell no.
Okay. So you start jumping, and you're actually doing pretty well at first, but you're so focused on trying to find the right moment to shout now that you get yourself distracted, and you jump with only one foot, and it looks really awkward as you basically just do a half jump but keep one foot on the ground. You catch it, the rope on it, and you just like you step with your other foot on the rope as it's on the ground and pull on it, and you pull yourself off your feet, literally, and you just like Tahnee, you hear a loud crash, as well as the now. Do you act as he shouts?
As soon as he says no.
Okay.
So I'll try to run and like jump as high as I can and try to land on somewhere in the Hydra.
Okay. Well, in that case, for you, that will also be a dexterity check.
Always with the disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as you guys are exhausted.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You leap, but you leapt from further away than you should have. And as you go, you like reach forward and you grab the thing, but instead of like kind of pushing off of the head and moving beyond it, or even just jumping past it, you end up landing on top of the Hydra head. And there's just as Barnak crashes to the ground, Tahnee sitting on top of the right head, and it just kind of starts to sway a little bit, like, ooh, you feel it. It's not very steady. It doesn't seem like a very strong neck, to not predisposed to carrying half-orc monks. And it just kind of starts to sway while the left head just begins to laugh uproariously. The right head just goes, "Hey, get off already! What are you doing? That's not normal. This is abuse."
It was part of the trick. Sorry, and I'll try to grab the bracelet.
Okay.
And make a run for it.
All right. So make a sleight of hand check as you dismount the Hydra. Okay. Yeah, easily enough. Whoop. You excuse yourself and you hop off the Hydra head and land on the deck.
That's called a trick in a trick.
The left Hydra head is literally like it's completely flat on the deck and just literally rolling around, laughing its ass off.
Hope you liked it. Bye, and I go away.
Bye.
At that point, like as you guys go by, you see the right head at this point just turns its anger on the left one and just jumps on top of it, and they just start fighting and like snapping at each other.
Okay. So Tahnee, we have 3 out of 4 things. Well, 3 out of 5 things. They have my alcohol as well.
Should we go take that to Jean-Jacques or?
No, this isn't.
No,
oh, you mean to Core and Jean-Jacques? Yeah. Well, let's see if Core actually is better. So that's when we'll know if there are more things.
Yeah.
We need to get. Let's. Or rather, I still feel really tired. Let's go get the other thing. Let's just go get the other thing, and then we'll get them all of it at the same time.
Okay.
I'm super weak at the moment. Let's just go.
Okay. So you guys start heading up.
Wait,
please pause there.
Wait. Just a second, Tahnee. I have a question. What are we going to do with the 2 ghosts? We were just improvising so far, but let's have a proper plan.
Okay, we can say that we are gonna drink, and like, but for mine, I don't trust you guys. Oh, oh, look how intellectual we are. Oh, and okay, and when they grab to pour, maybe something can happen. I don't know.
I think I have an idea. Do you know what we should do?
Okay. I say okay while I look around.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically stop. I'm looking at Tahnee, and I'm pretty sure I see that
Yes,
behind her.
you do.
Yeah. So like I'm looking at you, Tahnee. I'm like, do you know what we should do? Behind you.
Also behind you.
Not as much as behind you.
What?
3 shadows behind you.
Yeah, there's 3 behind you.
All of them start putting up their hands like this.
Okay.
I'll
does it
mimic
mean
their
that-
hands.
Okay.
And I'll do too. Does that mean that we're doing the right thing? They want us to stop because they don't want us to get out of here. So we're on the right track.
This one
Yeah.
slowly shifts forward behind you, Tahnee. Another one comes closer to you. Still hands up. And then they both only those two turn their hands like this. And they lower them in front of you as if they're expecting you to give them something.
Wait,
Do
do
they-
they mean that we
I'm
should
not
give them
giving-
our gifts? But if we give them, they'll throw it overboard.
I'm not giving them anything.
Yeah,
Hey,
they'll make it
I'll
frost.
say to the thing behind or in front. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not giving you anything. See what
Why
that-
would you want anything from us? Although, Tahnee, that one shadow that had its hands like that, it helped us already. But the other shadow hurt me very much. I don't trust them.
The shadow that's closest to you, Tahnee. One of those hands, like, it starts to try to reach forward. It tries to grab your short sword.
Hey, stop! And I'll try to like slap at the hand.
Okay. For the hell of it, make an unarmed strike. Okay, I mean, you had a 27 even, so...
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, so you just snap it,
What
and you
a
see,
slap.
in this case, suddenly, you see the hand kind of go down, almost like it was an actual hand, and before the hands and the arms disappear, you see for a moment, it kind of cradles it to itself, as if it were hurt, and then it steps back into line behind, and you see them kind of looking at each other in the line briefly, before staring back at you.
If you guys are not on our side, stop hurting us. Yes.
The one in front steps back. So does this one. But they all kind of hover around very menacingly.
That's what I thought. That's Tahnee. Let's go, Tahnee. We don't care about them anymore.
I don't actually love.
I turn to them and say, if you attack us again, I'll turn the cannon and shoot through the ship. And just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You hear more
Oh, wait.
cheerful talking from the two that are sitting near the great wheel as you approach. The ghosts, or the not the ghosts, the shades seem to follow behind, appearing around here again.
Hello.
As you say hello.
I try to smile amicably.
Okay. As you say hello, the shorter Morana looks up again. Hi, you're back. It's so good to see you. Have you been having a good time? Have you been
We've
up to
been
naughty
having a blast.
things? Oh, we heard
Naughty.
some things, you know.
Naughty.
Yeah. Did
Nothing
you,
naughty here.
We could never.
Did you shoot someone?
We did. That's not naughty.
It's very naughty aboard my ship.
Aboard your ship.
It's
This
ours
is
too.
Our ship.
It's yours in part, but it's mostly my ship. Did you forget already?
You didn't pay for it.
I did. It's not my fault you're too stupid to remember me.
I'll have to ask Volja about this. Remind me, Barnak.
She just sits there like, oh.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Aldra as well.
Joey beckons you closer. Come on, sit down, have a drink. We'll forget about all the nastiness that's been going on, and why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves? And if we're friends, then I'm sure we can help you figure out whatever you need in order to make this all go away.
Yeah, let's do that. But DM question: where's the wand?
The wand is still on the ground next to Joey.
The two of them. Okay.
Yeah, in between basically the two of them. Yeah.
Well, then I'll sit here.
Okay.
So that it is also
Okay.
near me as well.
I'll do that same thing, but on the other side.
Okay. Well, Barnak, you're also
Cross-legged.
sitting pretty close to your alcohol there, so it's good.
Yeah. So may I take my alcohol?
Of course, it's yours. You'll forgive us if we had a little bit as well.
It's fine.
Okay.
I take it.
Well, we really haven't had a chance to be acquainted, and I love stories, says Joey. I love to get to know people, so, what's your best story? Tell me something personal about yourselves, I'll tell you something personal back. We've been drinking. I don't mind sharing, but if you need to tank up before you're willing to share, just feel free.
No, I can share something personal, eh?
Definitely. Otherwise, it's no fun.
I resent my father.
Oh, that's start. Good start. Tell me more. Why?
Because he's a coward.
Why is he a coward? Did he leave you?
No, but I don't know yet I will find out. And when I do, I will make sure to drive it home.
Interesting. He kind of looks at Morana. Morana looks up. That's a tough burden to carry, lad. You alright?
Perfectly fine.
Seems like this is fresh news. Wasn't that your dad back on that island we passed?
Yeah.
Well,
Was.
you got my sympathies, that's for sure. Joey turns to Tahnee. And what about you? What's your deep, dark secret? Have you, done some ritual sacrifice? Joined a cult? Evaded taxes? Anything like that? Secretly got a boyfriend tucked away, girlfriend? Goat? Come on, I'm interested. I like stories, we're on a ship, it's so quiet, and all we've got is, these songs, they're made up of something, and that's usually people's stories. I just want to know what makes you you.
Okay, the moment they said something about join a cult, I was like, how do they know? Oh my goodness. So that's why I said, but okay. I recover my composure and I have very few friends. Yeah. So, I have Barnak and Core and yeah, I guess Turnock is a friend. Is a new friend.
What about Jean-Jacques?
Oh yeah, Jean-Jacques. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, he's a friend.
To be fair, he's difficult to be friendly with, but
He's cool.
how come it is that you've got so few friends? What causes it?
I almost said that I don't remember my past, but I caught myself. I don't have a home, I guess.
That's a tough
So
one.
it's hard to have friends when you don't have a home.
And Joey just kind of nods as well. Yeah, I know a little bit about that. But, that's why we're on a ship. It's beautiful. This is your home. Wherever you are, there's a ship waiting in the harbor to carry you away, and you're always home on the road. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that beautiful? I love that. I wouldn't have it any other way. Right, well, good to meet you. Good to get to know you. So, what is it that you need? How can we help you get out of this little predicament of yours.
I look at Barnak in confusion. Like,
Well, get out of where? What is our predicament?
Well, I don't know, you tell me. But you both look pretty stressed, and well, it doesn't seem like my singing was calming you down. So why don't you tell me what's troubling you, and we'll see if
Oh,
we
so
can help.
you were singing.
Of course, I'm a singer.
That was some nice singing.
Well, thank you. You're very kind.
Well, do you see that wand there that you have?
Sure.
I think that will help us a bit.
My wand. How so?
Yeah, we would like to take it to Jean-Jacques.
My wand for Jean-Jacques.
Yes.
Now there's a nice play, but why do you need to give my wand to Jean-Jacques?
We don't need to. We just want to.
I just think it would be a fun prank. Good idea.
Yeah, to get... Because he doesn't know your wand.
To make
then-
him think he can do magic, but he sucks at it.
On the side, Morana is just laughing her ass off quietly at this entire conversation. She's just, every time you say wand or give it to Jean-Jacques, she's just the whole time.
Okay.
Joey, however, stays quite serious. Well, I mean, I don't know. It is my wand. I'm quite attached to it. Why don't you guys roll a persuasion check? Each of you individually, let's say.
Persuasion. It's not... It's here. Disadvantage. Persuasion.
Okay.
We're very persuasive, Tahnee.
You know, I don't know. But I'll tell you what. If you owe me a favor, then you can use the one for your prank. I don't really see it, but sure. You okay with owing me a favor? No questions asked?
I'll look at Barnak and like try to look like do I go now? Something like that. But
Well, depends on the favor, I guess.
No. Just owe me a favor. I won't ask you to murder people or do all kinds of horrible things. I just, if I'm ever in trouble or I need a couple of highly intelligent folks, I'll probably ask some of my friends. But if I need someone else, I'll ask you.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's only a joke.
Okay.
But come on, you can owe me a favor. You want this wand? And he grabs it and like holds it up. Looks like Jean-Jacques' wand.
Well, I guess. And if we say no, you will not give us...
I will not give you my wand. Voldra's is laughing. Or sorry, not Voldra. Morana.
I don't like this.
It's up to you. I mean, I don't really care.
And the wand is basically between four of us, right?
What do you mean?
No, I mean...
Oh, yeah, he's holding it up. Like, he's holding it up.
Oh,
between
he's
the
holding
four
it
of
up.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't really see how this helps you anyway, but I don't know, if that's what's gonna make you feel better, then, I'm happy to give it to you, but it's a bit weird, so a favor, a small favor. I won't ask you to move mountains or change the world. I just might, need you for something, a job, or, it might even benefit you. I just want to know I can count on you. I mean, you're the ones who asked me on this journey in the first place.
Well, it will be a deal if the favor is only for me and not Tahnee. It's
No.
one wand, then one person.
No, I'm gonna need you. Come on, you're such an excellent team. How could I just take half the team?
One
Besides,
wand,
if
one
you owe me the
person.
favor, doesn't that mean that all 4 of you are gonna help anyway?
No?
Is it 5 now?
If it's a weird favor, I'll just help you then.
I'd rather Tahnee owe me then. She's a bit more, capable, strong.
But
quick.
Barnak's better at coming up with ideas.
He's good at shooting people, that's true. But I
He's
don't
our
usually.
leader.
You have a point. Make a persuasion roll, both of you again.
That won't end well.
Oh.
Nice, Tahnee. That's better. For me, though.
I'll tell you what. You can owe me the favor, Barnak. But if
Okay.
you're incapable of following through, then Tahnee will be your stand-in.
So, if I cannot follow through, Tahnee will be my stand-in.
Yes. Let's say I decide to I don't know, move into a new apartment in the capital, and I need someone to help me move my stuff, and you're too weak because you're hungover, then Tahnee can do it instead.
I don't want any of my teammates owing anyone favors.
I mean, you'd be owing me the favor, just have to make sure that you're capable of following through.
It wouldn't be about killing anyone.
No, not even hurting anyone. Unless you're very clumsy, but that would be your problem, not mine. I don't like hurting people.
What about gaining power?
What about it?
Would that favor help you gain more power?
No. Not particularly interested in the pursuit of power. Knowledge. Like, knowing things. It's so awkward you don't remember who I am, but...
Tahnee, do you know who this is? When I asked, I am not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah. They both just chuckle to themselves.
Can I attempt to remember at least something? I don't know, a history check
You can
or
make
something?
an insight check if you like.
Oh yeah, insight. I'll rack my brain.
Okay. Can you feel a thought coming?
Mm.
Okay. You peer very closely at him, and I'm gonna write you something.
I even lean closer and stare at him.
Tahnee, do you? Because I don't remember.
Let me try to remember.
Oh, you're in for it now. You're in for it now. When she gets like this, she knows everything.
I don't remember anyone called Joey.
That's probably because you didn't know me as Joey. I'm just poking fun at you. Come on. You can't remember me? And he looks you, right in the eye.
Oh, you're suddenly muted. Are you Ken? I don't know. Because I remember Ken was here too.
A super wide smile comes across him. And as you say it, you watch as this ghostly visage of a person transforms into Kennereth. Just sitting there, right in front of you.
What?
The red-skinned tiefling, the wizard, sitting there with a couple of empty bottles around him already, and currently just talking to you and smiling.
But are you the real Kennereth?
I don't know
How
any
would
fake
we know?
Kennereth.
How do we call the thing underground that we saw once when we met?
Was it? It's been a while. Was it? I heard someone scream "my son" very loudly down there. Was it a Garbage child? No. Trash child. Am I right?
Close enough. That's Ken. What the hell is happening here, Ken?
Barnak, and he hands you the wand. Just go downstairs, do whatever you gotta do, and I'm sure you'll figure it out soon.
I'm not
Okay,
sure
but who's
he's
the other
real
person?
one, though.
Who's the other person?
That's Voldra, you blind oaf. And as you look over, she turns into Voldra, the captain of your ship.
But why are you ghosts?
We're
Are you ghosts, like, at night?
Like,
Are you were-ghosts?
Volja's just giggling to herself and kind of just looks interested, like, we were ghosts. Okay, well, that's interesting. Look, I'd love to explain it to you, but I'm pretty sure that in about 5 minutes from now, you're not going to remember whatever I tell you. So just go downstairs, do your business, and I promise it'll all make a lot more sense in a bit. Okay?
There were ghosts. That's it?
Okay.
That's gotta be it?
Just one last question.
Yeah?
Are all of you here on the ship at the moment? Everything that's here?
Yeah, we're all here. Where else would we
No.
be?
Are all of you in it together?
In what? No, we're not in on anything. We're not doing anything to you, Barnak. Just go
Yeah, of
downstairs.
course.
Go look after your friends. They'll
Who are these other people who have been following us? And, like,
you just see them both giggling.
who are
you-
these?
You are
And
gonna
I-
laugh so much. And you start to hear kind of like chuckles from the mist as well. Not from the specters themselves, but like from the mist around you. Just this kind of echoing chuckling going on as if a crowd around you were laughing at you.
Okay, I'll take the wand and Tahnee, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye. So as you guys move, I'll move you downstairs so you don't have to like do the whole dragging thing manually.
Okay, no, but before we do, while we're just going down, Tahnee, did you hear laughing in the mist around us?
Mm-hmm.
How reckless would it be if I were to jump overboard?
Mm-mm. No.
You
That
hear
wouldn't be brave.
you don't see him anymore, but you like not clearly, but you hear out of the mist. Barnak, just stay on the ship. You're not clever. Just stay on the ship. Trust me. Go talk to Jean-Jacques, okay? You'll be fine. You
I
idiot.
don't like when people tell me this and I don't trust them.
But
Can
try
I
to think of this.
inside check if it's actually going to be fine?
Sure, make an insight check.
Well, he tries to do it, I say. But try to think of this. If you're not on the best terms with your dad, don't do what your dad would do.
It's perfect.
And you said he was a coward,
He's definitely lying.
so don't be a coward.
Definitely lying?
That's your impression, yeah.
Yeah, so he's lying. I need to jump off the ship. Tahnee,
No.
Tahnee, listen to me. I'm 100% sure my instincts are screaming at me
Barnak.
to jump the ship.
Barnak, we need to stay here.
As you keep talking
What if
about
you-
this, the ghosts or the specters just move in around.
What if you straight up sink? Do you even know how to swim?
Yeah, I won't jump ship. I know how to swim. I'm a sailor. I won't jump ship.
Oh.
Fine. I trust you, Tahnee. I don't trust them, but I trust you.
Yeah.
And if you say that I shouldn't jump, then I won't jump. Let's go.
Let's leave that for our most desperate hour. I don't know if everything goes wrong here.
Okay, so as you guys start moving and Barnak chooses not to jump ship, you make it below decks and back to Jean-Jacques and Cor. Cor seems to be about half awake now, not quite as feverish as he was, still clutching onto the sword. Yeah, you guys can start handing over stuff if you like.
Mm-hmm.
What do you start with?
I'll take out the letter.
Okay.
Try to smooth it out.
Okay. Alright, so you take out the letter, you smooth it out, you've got two pieces essentially. So you what do you do with it? Do you just read it to Jean-Jacques, or do you hand it to him? Or
That would be a great idea. But no, I'll open his hand and put the letter on his hand.
okay. He takes a moment before he clutches it to his chest, and he, like, one eye kind of opens, and feverish he looks at it. Oh, good.
You'll have to tell us who this is from.
I need the other thing. And he's still feverish, but yeah, also seems to be improving a little.
And I'll elbow Barnak.
Yeah, I'll take his wand and I'm reluctantly handing him his wand.
Okay. As he takes the wand from you, he looks at it for a moment and he seems to kind of wake up. And he just begins laughing to himself. Quietly. Just... and just echoes through the cabin.
Yeah, let's not give Cord the other thing. Is he still feverish?
Yeah.
The Jean-Jacques.
Jean-Jacques, no. I mean, he's still, beaded with sweat. He didn't just improve. But as he has the wand and he continues to laugh in this quiet, maniacal manner, he kind of pushes himself up against the wall unsteadily, and he's just looking at it, and he's looking at the letter. And then he looks at you guys, and then looks back at the letter and at the wand, and he just keeps laughing.
Wait, Tahnee. If he's laughing like this, maybe this isn't the real Jean-Jacques.
Voice of Jean-Jacques? Hello? Are you...
No response.
Oh, man.
Tahnee, what if Cord is the tree?
He could be.
We should give the tree both the sword back and the little bracelet.
To the tree or to this core?
To the tree! But no, let's just give it to this Cord. No, it's fine. I think it's...
Oh.
They look...
Emergency plan, we jump ship. I'm okay
Emergency plan, we jump ship. That'll happen. Anyway. Yeah, let's give him the bracelet as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if it all goes to shite, we jump ship.
Okay.
If it all goes to shite, knock them out
And jump them ship?
and knock them out. Knock the two of them out. Get them to the plank, jump ship, and then help them survive.
Okay. Excellent plan. So you give Core the bracelets, and he takes it, and almost like as soon as he touches it and he holds it in his hand, he looks at it, he wakes up, and he begins laughing as well. And he gets to his feet as well, kind of unsteadily. But as he does, you guys look at them, and they both seem to have grown taller. They're about 2.5 meters tall. They're almost like with their heads at the ceiling. And they're just laughing at you, and it starts to kind of echo through the chamber and into your ears. What do you guys do?
I move back
Okay.
and say,
I was
Tahnee,
so sure this was a genius idea.
Tahnee, I think it's time for our backup plan.
Do you think they'll answer if we ask them who they are? Hello? Who are you guys?
Even though you raise your voice, you have a hard time hearing it over the laughter. And it seems like not just the two of them are laughing, the mist around you is also laughing quietly now in this quiet, growing, maniacal cacophony of madness around you. I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, what's that?
You have a 20 on that because you didn't have disadvantage on the save, and a 12. Okay. So Barnak, you feel a second wave of exhaustion wash over you as the echoing in your ears just keeps gnawing away at you. You wipe your forehead, you feel yourself being sweaty, and this is just—it's becoming so much. There's so much. that's coming at you and you don't know what to do. It's impossible to deal with. Tahnee, you feel the similar sensation, but you manage to kind of find your inner point of peace. That monk training coming in handy for you, and you center yourself and you push off that wave of exhaustion, but you can still feel and see, or see the mist and feel that this laughter is coming at you, and you see Barnak also being quite adversely affected by it.
My God.
There are no shades around us, right?
Not to your knowledge, no.
Okay.
I can't walk anymore.
Shades, if you're on our team, what? Signal me what to do. Tell us. Barnak,
Tahnee?
hold on. Can you think any plan?
Uh-huh. Take my bow and shoot me in the head.
Anything but that.
Take my bow and shoot me in the leg. And
Anything
then
but
let me
that.
pass out from the pain.
Not that.
Well then, the last thing that I have is either jump ship or go back to Ken, kill Ken and Voldra there because they are also bad.
The laughter continues, but the two figures are gone. When you look around, all the crew is gone. You see no one, just laughter and mist.
Let's go up deck, please. I'm
Yeah.
going to jump ship.
Oh, no.
And I start walking very slowly because I cannot walk faster.
Okay. Let me move you guys. Hold on, stop moving.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, cause,
I'll walk close to him and be ready to catch him if he falls or something.
Okay. You do support Barnak several times.
In the meantime, I want to whisper. Voice friend, is there something you can do to help?
Okay.
Voice? What voice? friend?
Make an intelligence check.
Who?
Tahnee. My apologies.
I'll do my best. Is it normal or is it at disadvantage?
It's a check, so it's disadvantage.
Okay, thought so. Yeah.
I'll
do my best.
Intelligence. Yeah. 2 minus
Okay.
1.
Okay.
You hear a faint, like only Tahnee hears this, but you hear a faint voice out of the mist. You can't place it, you can't recognize it, but as you guys get up on the deck, you just hear it whisper, "Don't jump." The laughter continues to echo. It overshadows any other sound. You cannot hear the ocean. You can faintly hear the creaking of the ship, but that's it.
Tahnee?
Okay, I'm not sure if jumping is a good idea, actually. What if the boat moves with the wind and we're stranded, floating?
What do you mean? If you jump ship, you're stranded anyway.
Yeah, so maybe let's not do that, but...
But no, I wasn't going to jump ship, just jumping ship. You don't do that. You go get a rowboat and jump into
I
the
thought we were jumping straight into the water.
What? No, that's not how you... That's what you do when your ship is sinking.
It's called jump a ship, so I just figured jump.
Come, follow me, Tahnee. Follow me.
Okay, but let's not do that.
No, we'll take the rowboat. We'll
Start
take
looking.
the rowboat.
Both of the rowboats are missing.
Okay, new plan. Tahnee, shoot me from that cannon.
No, Barnak.
Okay,
We've been through worse.
Okay, then come help me.
What?
Turn this cannon,
Okay,
turn it
okay.
towards the deck.
Okay, both of you make athletics checks, please.
Disadvantage.
For the record, I definitely knew what jump ship meant. Tahnee didn't. I definitely did.
Okay.
It was all acting.
I didn't. But anyway, you both like start. You get on the or on the same side of the cannon, and you start pushing and pushing. It's like fucking pushing against a concrete wall. That thing is not moving. It's like it weighs 1,000 tons.
Yeah. Darn it.
And just to clarify, I don't mean that it's just hard to move. It's as if it's literally unmovable, as if it's cast in stone here.
Well then, I guess I'll take the wheel.
What do you mean the
Let's-
wheel? And I'll
The wheel of the ship.
jog toward him.
The cacophony of laughter still echoing. You kind of have to start raising your voices just to hear each other. It briefly
What is
dies
this?
down, and you hear from several angles, "Don't jump, 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 just jump, don't jump, just go overboard, don't go overboard, overboard, go." And then it continues with the laughter, but more quietly, just constantly in the background.
Tahnee. Let's sink this ship.
But we paid for it. It's ours.
Well, I can't think anymore.
Barnak, does a 26 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Barely.
But
Okay.
yeah, barely by a 10.
You take an additional 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Tahnee, you see just something dark swing at the back of Barnak's head, and he just crashes into the wheel and slumps on the ground. You look around, you just see shadows moving in the dark. What do you do?
Okay. I'll sit cross-legged beside Barnak and like get a hand over him, like protectively, like shielding him a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll just concentrate, like, oh, this is not real. This is a bad dream. This is a bad dream.
Okay.
And I'll take deep breaths and try to, I don't know.
All right. So go ahead and, let's say, make a wisdom check, but without disadvantage, because you're meditating. You're trying to find that peace. As you do, regardless of the outcome, but as you do this, you see through your eyelids, you don't look, but you see through your eyelids this faint silverish glow where Barnak is. Like, it's warming, it's comforting, it's something you've seen before. You struggle to remember exactly where it's from, but Barnak, you go to 1 hit point, but you're asleep, and Tahnee, you slowly begin to fall asleep as well, as you feel your consciousness just drift away into your meditation. You both awaken about, you have no idea how much time later, under a clear, open, blue sky, as 2 buckets of water are dumped on your faces, and you see half the crew standing around you, laughing, a cacophony of laughter that is now quite familiar all of a sudden, as they stand over you, and Volja is still laughing, shakes her head, and you see Kennereth reach down, and he helps you to your feet one by one. Well, that was quite the adventure, wasn't it? I'm afraid you kind of did quite some damage, but it was just too entertaining to intervene.
What do you mean?
Do you remember inspecting a
What
crate
were
that
we
had
doing?
broken? And now that you guys are sober again, it comes back to you slowly. When you return to the ship from the fort, you'd been taken down below, where some of the fighting had taken place with the zombies, and one of the crates had broken open, and apparently inside was a shipment of a kind of spore. Nobody really knows what they are, except for Kennereth, who identified them as the spores from myconids that live deep underground, and they have hallucinatory properties. So while you dealt with a great treant and undead playing poker or blackjack, ghosts singing songs, and hydra heads, it was in fact simply your crew, who now recount tales of how you attacked them, how you tried to shoot arrows at them. Someone walks around with a broken wrist. They tried several times to restrain you without success. Jean-Jacques is very much aware of the fact that you owe him a gold piece because he stood by as you went through his belongings, wondering what the hell was happening because you were tending to a couple of bedrolls that you had pulled aside. The trinkets that you gathered were an empty piece of parchment that you tore in two very dramatically. You did indeed get Kenrith's wand, but he has it back by now. The bracelet. The bracelet is literally just a short length of rope that you tied into into a bracelet. And the greatsword was in fact just a short sword, which is a part of a shipment, which was also part of that crate. They take you downstairs and show you part of the mast, the great mast that goes down below deck as well, just has a bunch of cuts and a couple of arrows sticking out of it, where you attacked it viciously in an attempt to take away the sword. And they also show you that they were just playing cards. So that was your nighttime mystery adventure. Well played.
Okay. When they tell us, I guess we're gonna tell our version. And it all made sense.
Of
and
course.
We rescued them.
Of course it did. All right. Well, I'm gonna cut it off there, and then for next time,
I'm going to ask them though. Just a simple question. I don't know what that thing was. Just a simple question. Kenrith?
Yeah.
Do we have more of those spores?
Well, apparently there was a whole satchel, but we kind of owe them to someone, and we're already getting paid less than we were supposed to be.
Okay, but we now know what those spores do. Okay, perfect. I know what my next purchase will be.
Great. Happy to help. Glad you liked my singing. You were so
strange. And I'll look at Barnak horrified.
We were all very confused because you were talking about killing us right in front of us. Also, you tried to sneak past the blackjack player several times in full view of them. They were very confused at first until we told them what was happening. But your sneak faces are not very convincing, just to tell you.
Just imagine them being human and minding their own business, and we're like, oh, we're sneaking.
Exactly.
But who hit me?
We were trying to get you below deck just to calm down and sit it out, but you weren't even hearing us.
But it's a thrust when you
when you this, and he points to the bruises on your face, you walked into a wall not once but twice. And then at the end, we had to knock you out because you were talking about crashing the ship.
Yeah, fair enough. That's.
Yeah. It felt like it.
Actually, and they take you to the places where you walked into the wall. There's actually like an indentation because of how hard you walked into the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. Well, I'm going to sleep now.
Yes.
You've earned it. All right.
But wait, who was laughing maniacally?
We were all laughing at the end. You guys were so confused.
Who said jump? I heard a lot of you saying don't jump overboard. Who was the one that said jump?
You see several people kind of avert their gaze like, no one? Says someone from the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm going to sleep now.
All right.
If anyone wakes me up, well, I'll hit you as strong as hard as I hit the wall.
Break your wrists again.
You gonna hit us with your face?
Yes.
Tough punishment.
Also, did I hurt anyone with an arrow? I heard a yelp.
You might have some apologizing to do to Laura.
Okay. Sorry, Laura.
That's okay. We took care of her. Well, Core took care of her. Not to worry.
Good.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for your time tonight. I hope you had fun.
I actually thought it was a genius idea. Like, yes, we're gonna solve this one shot. We're gonna bring the items, and everything's gonna be fine. Oh, what a plot twist! I liked it so much.
Mm-hmm. That was perfect.
Thank you.
It was a perfect end. Although, I now wish that I jumped ship.
It would have been pretty funny.
It would have ended early.
Yeah, like Like you'd see a whole ship just stop and then turn, and me running away from the ship,
Swimming away.
swimming away. Yeah.
I mean, there was like a 50-50 chance that you were going to jump ship and just land on the deck, but by misjudging the distance to the edge.
Yeah. Question: Do we still have exhaustion points?
No. That was just like actually
Because
No.
I had 2.
you'll be fine. Like there's unless you get fighting in the next 2 days, but we'll figure that out during the next session. But
Okay.
I think you can just assume that you don't have them.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. You have successfully completed the mystery, and you got all the items, so that's good. Not quite in the way that I had intended. The reason I asked for your dice, for example, was you could also play the blackjack game with the dice and then try to win it from them. But stealing it and tearing it up was also good.
Yeah. Yeah. Who were the Hydras?
It was just 2 members of the crew.
2 members of the crew.
But
yeah.
one of them
So-
was very
so-
eager to fuck with you, and the other one was taking pity on you and telling you the truth.
So just a simple question. Tahnee jumped on top of one of them.
Yes, she jumped on someone's shoulders.
Yeah,
That's why they were like, "What the fuck?"
and that's why the other one was laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Perfect.
you placed the bracelet on them yourselves when you weren't aware, so you're just taking back this random piece of rope that you'd hung on them.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect. I like it. I like
And
it
were
a
they
lot.
actually Cora and Jean-Jacques that we were given the objects to?
Nope.
No,
Oh, no.
they were bedrolls.
Oh,
You just
that's
dragged
right.
their bedrolls into one place, and you were cradling the bedrolls and like trying to make them feel good.
Oh God.
I want to watch this again, and now that I know, oh no, I'm gonna piss myself.
All right, I'm gonna cut it off here. So anybody who was watching, thank you. Take
Yeah.
care, and I will cut off the recording here as well.